So
No, Pluto's a dog. Goofy's not a dog.
what is Goofy?
Not a dog. Yeah.
He just anthropomorphized. Hey, everybody.
Oh, hey.
So we're having a big debate on the whole on the
Is Goofy a dog?
Because Goofy's a dog and Pluto's a dog, but
No, Pluto's a dog, but Goofy's not a dog. Like,
Then what is Goofy?
You
like
say that, but what is he?
you would not look twice if Goofy was walking Pluto down the street. But if Pluto was walking Goofy, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on with
What are you
this?
talking about? Goofy or Pluto stands up and does human-esque things all the time.
When
It's
has
true, he does.
Pluto stood
I
up on
think-
2 feet?
Oh,
I
I bet
feel
you
like
can find
Pluto's
it.
just stealthing it. He doesn't want anyone to know that he actually runs shit around here.
Oh, maybe that's his kink.
Okay, and we've gotten
What
to a
a
weird
welcome
part.
auspicious beginning
Rooster Teeth
to
at
this.
E3. So this is YouTube live at E3 with Rooster Teeth. Thanks to War for the Planet of the Apes for sponsoring it and making it all possible. So yeah, we actually did a sort of lo-fi stream yesterday for the EA press conference. Starting today is when we have the War for the Planet of the Apes sponsorship, so you can see what
An increase in production value?
is possible.
I also want to point out Goofy is not an ape.
He
True.
is not.
Bernie?
No,
He's not
this
at all.
is
Nope.
this is a fact.
So, that actually brings up an interesting point, though, is that this debate over whether or not Goofy is a dog or not. We were just watching the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. We actually are going to have a huge opportunity this year to have lots of audience interaction in this year's streams.
Yes, so there's something really cool happening. It's not going to be today or tomorrow, but as like we did last year, we're doing a 3-day stream from the E3 show floor. That's going to be, it's like 6 hours per day, and we're going to have all the developers and a ton of game demos and all that sort of stuff. But YouTube actually got us this really cool thing called Megaphone, and so we'll be able to like run polls. And Ryan, I bought a bunch of really weird socks.
Because of my faux pas last year.
Because of your faux pas last year, and so we're gonna let the audience decide what socks you have to wear.
Wait, what?
Yep. They're not that bad right now.
No, I actually came prepped with real socks.
They're okay.
What was the problem last year? They were...
I just had some shitty, white socks
You know, like
on.
the white, like was it the white ankle length ones?
Like the
Yeah.
dad tube
Yeah.
socks.
People got a little upset with them.
Yeah. Well, look,
And
we
I
just
got
really
called
enjoy.
on it by Double Fine.
We really enjoy negging Ryan on his footwear. It's
Negging.
like socks,
True.
shoes.
We're just setting you up so we can sleep with you, Ryan.
Oh, wow.
That's what it is.
The long, what's the long
I'll
play?
give you a freebie. Look, my shoe's peeling off.
It's like, oh, look at
Ooh.
those crabby socks. Why don't you take those off? Why don't we get you out of
It's-
those?
it's real
Hey
slow
Ryan, how about
roll.
those dad jeans?
Yeah.
Go
Wait,
ahead
no,
and,
they're not dead. Well, I'm just so happy that Michael now has to live with that too.
That's true. That is true. He's going to be
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
like high-waisted dad.
It doesn't
jeans.
matter. It doesn't. You don't change anything. It's just everything you do is now inherently dad something.
Half of that room is now dad's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we
Gross.
know of. We'll see. There might
Half
be
of the
more.
room is getting
Weird.
drunk very, very near here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a whole bunch of streams going on today. You can catch this stream. Well, if you're here, you found it. There's also, so literally in the next room, Funhouse is doing their drunk stream. So between conferences, we'll be going back and forth. We'll check on them. We'll get them to a hospital if necessary. Don't worry, we got them. But the first conference we have is starting in 25
About
minutes
25
now.
minutes, yeah.
And
And
I'm
that's
going to have to
be-
leave as soon as it starts.
Yes, because you're going to the other stream
Right.
that's happening today,
We
which
have
is
like
Jeff
8
Keighley's stream.
Yes, we have 8 competing streams.
No,
so
no, they're complimentary streams.
Complimentary
You've got-
streams.
you've
Watch
got
them all
of them.
simultaneously.
Let's
Yeah,
get
like,
more
just make
streams
sure
than
they're all
people
open.
next year. I think that's the
Goodness.
goal.
we should try to have like a room where 2 people are doing 2 different streams in the same room at the same time.
That's a good idea.
Like,
If
there
we
should be a
knock the
separate
wall
Gus
down,
stream.
We should be also
would.
in different
That's true.
platforms.
So there should be like 3
We're
different
so
Gus streams.
close.
Gus has different
Yeah.
angles just for Gus.
Watch me on Periscope. Watch me on
How about this? Mr. Full Screen, tear down this wall.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
go down. I'm gonna go live on Instagram right now. I've never
You
done
should
that
do that
before.
from here and then walk into the Funhouse
Well, I'm
one.
gonna go live
and
on
you would be
Facebook
on
of you going live on
basically 3
Instagram.
simultaneously.
Yeah, we're going to be able to make that happen. It'll happen, I think, more between the conferences
don't
because
even know how to
there's
do this.
there's a couple of
Periscope.
hours from between when the Xbox conference ends and when the Bethesda conference begins because Bethesda decided to go at 9 p.m. Pacific this year instead of 7 p.m. Thanks, Bethesda.
That's so late.
If
It's
we
so late.
positioned a camera properly, we turned that. If we turn my camera, you could be on both screens simultaneously
That's true. If you just
could
like
shoot
back
down
out
the
far
hallway.
enough and then like open their door, it's true.
because they're shooting back towards
And if
the
we
door.
delay it long enough before I get downtown, before I go on Jeff's show, then I can be on all 3 streams at one time.
That's
That's
a hell of a
talent.
broadcast delay.
I just need
though.
one of those body pillows like Lawrence has that I can just put it here, and then I can just act like I'm not
well, if-
commenting on a regular basis.
If anyone wants to make us a Bernie body pillow,
Yeah, don't
I
do
would
that.
appreciate it a great deal.
It's okay. Make one, Ryan.
God,
If you
why?
want to make a one,
trying to deflect.
if you want to make a body pillow of Bernie and Ryan, apparently. Mush,
Oh,
mush,
one
mush.
side is Bernie and one side is Ryan. There you go.
Don't-
There you
I don't
go,
wanna read
Internet.
I don't want to
Someday.
read too much into that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So let's see.
We've already had one major event so far at E3
That was the
2017.
EA
We had
conference.
EA Play, and I was able to go out to that. Electronic Arts brought me out. Did you say Electronic Arts anymore? Or just
No, I think it's just
Is
EA.
it just EA?
I think
Most people would
think-
not know that name.
Yeah, it's just
You don't
EA.
think so? Oh, anyway, they brought me out, and Jack Patillo from Achievement Hunter was with me as well, and we were able to play the new multiplayer Battlefront 2, and of course they announced a ton of other stuff. Gus, did you notice that they have kind of incorporated, it looks like NCAA football now into Madden?
They specifically had they referred to University of Texas and showed players in University of Texas uniforms. They fictionalized the character, but it seemed like the fictionalized character was based on Vince Young.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
It was like someone who was a college star, went to the NFL, had a little bit of trouble, and then now is trying to get back into the NFL.
Right.
It was yeah, I'm excited to see more NCAA. When I was watching the Madden segment, like I suddenly wondered, why are they keeping the name Madden? John Madden retired 8 years ago, I looked it up.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
No, he was the one. He hated flying, right? He was the one who
Yes,
took a
he would
bus,
take a bus everywhere.
no matter what. He just wouldn't fly.
So it's weird to me. It's the one
Claustrophobic.
sports franchise where the focus of the title isn't the name of the sport.
Right.
All the other ones are FIFA, NBA Live, MLB, but the NFL game is called Madden.
I feel like it's just so recognizable, though, at this point, that if you changed it, I don't know if anyone would recognize the game.
you could call
it's been Madden for years.
You could call it NFL as like, oh, the
Well,
football
I
game.
guess
but there
you're
are
right.
It's
already
like this,
other.
like, what's the last time that Tom Clancy was involved in a Tom Clancy game?
Tom Clancy isn't
Clancy's
with us
He died
anymore.
a few years ago,
Yeah,
so
he's
it's been a
dead.
while.
It's still his books, though.
It's
That's
his
true.
universe.
His
It's crazy.
It
legacy.
is.
Yeah.
It is. But like this is, a franchise that's based on Madden. It's like once, like
It's not based on Madden.
Well, no.
Well,
no.
it used to be in it.
It's actually his life story. I don't know if you know that. But like over time, like this, like specific brands, they almost cease to have meaning as like whatever they're
Yeah.
tied to, and they just
Yeah.
become the name of
I
what
get
it
what you're
is.
saying, though. It's like not even John Madden. It's just Madden.
Right.
You know, 2017.
Right.
And-
It's just a weird name. It's a weird moniker to be printing still on these on this game.
I mean, there are other football games already, though. The
No,
only
there
thing
aren't.
that
Are
they,
there?
There aren't.
Are they're all
There
gone?
there used to be a competing one, but then Madden acquired the exclusive license for NFL games.
Oh,
Yeah, there
all
was.
right.
What was the other one called? It was just called like.
I think it was
like,
it was the
was
2K
it,
series.
Was it NFL 2K?
It was
NFL
NFL,
2K.
and I think the last one they made was in the year 2000. I think it was NFL 2K or maybe 2K1, and that was it. They have not made another NFL game since then.
Interesting.
And that
But
was
still,
a
that's what you
great
associate with it.
franchise.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was the first time ever in my life when I looked at a video game and I didn't realize I was looking at a video game. I thought I was looking at like a broadcast of an NFL game because it was the editing.
Right. It has great camera angles. And if I recall, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in NFL 2K, on the Dreamcast, you could buy the dial-up adapter, and you could play online by dialing up.
Yes, that is correct.
And that was like in 99,
They had a broadband
2000.
adapter too, I think, for the Dreamcast.
Yes, I believe you're right.
Yeah.
So
Those
that
are all
was
just like old words, broadband, Dreamcast.
Oh,
like
dude, it was
ancient times.
It was so cool.
Don't you age shame us.
I
Bianca.
had a Dreamcast. I played Sonic the Hedgehog.
The Dreamcast VMU was awesome too because it was the little memory cartridge that you put in the controller, but it also had a little LCD screen.
I
on it.
had that,
Looked
yeah.
horrible.
It
But
was awful.
NFL 2K was like one of the only titles that used it, so you could pick your plays without the other person seeing it.
So
You
according-
could play the Chow Garden in Sonic the Hedgehog and talk to your Chow on it. Excuse me, Bernie Burns.
Well, I meant any fun game.
I'm looking at the YouTube chat here, and I see that Trey J. Ratliff says that the last 2K NFL game was 2K5.
2K5. Yeah, it seemed like it went a little
you.
bit further than 2K1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, we are paying attention to the chat, guys. Also, if you want to use a hashtag, you can use the hashtag YouTube E3, but I think Jeff Keighley's show might also be using that today. So as an alternate, use hashtag RTE3. That's the one we used last year.
RTE3. I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, and because we want to talk to you guys. That's what we're here for. Right up until the conference starts, and then we'll be like, shut up.
Dreamcast like 30 years old. Dreamcast is 17 years old, jackass. Who's ever writing that? It was out in 2000, right?
18. It was
What?
It was
99.
99.
But I know, but it was like mothballed in like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think it was mothballed before that. Really?
Yeah, but it went fast after it came out. If it was, I mean, I know it was kind of there and gone, but it was there like
People
a year or
played
two,
Crazy
right?
Yeah.
Taxi, and that was it.
How dare you?
Oh, how dare you?
I'm sorry. Did you
Wow.
play?
Were
something
you even
other than
alive
Crazy
in
Ta-
99?
I was
Who the
alive in
hell are you
99.
talking to?
Excuse me, Gus. I'm not that young.
She was like 6.
Shut up.
But there's also Soul Calibur,
Okay, True Soul Calibur and Sega Bass Fishing.
Dead or Alive.
Dead or Alive 2, which honestly would be
Whatever.
responsible partly for Rooster Teeth, because that's how I met Gus, was playing Dead or Alive 2 on the Dreamcast
Really?
in a break room at a tech support company where we worked.
It sounds so sketchy.
It was the nerdiest thing that ever happened. I've told the story like a billion times, but basically, I was growing up. I played a lot of video games, but nobody else did.
Aw.
And so I was playing Gus in Dead or Alive 2, and I beat him in the first round. And I just turned to him and go, "Yeah, I play a lot of video games." And then Gus got super quiet and like nerd rage, and he got a flawless victory on me the next round. And then he just does this to me. He goes, "I play a lot of video games too." That was
I'll tell you why I was
Then
so
did
angry.
you like make out or what?
I had a really cheap juggle combo with Helena. That was, if I landed the first hit, it was over. Like,
Right.
you couldn't move. And I intentionally did not use it the first round to be nice. And then he fucking rubs it in. Then you get it. It's like, oh no, this shit is on. I got that first hit and I was like, I'm doing it. It's over.
I like that your relationship bloomed out of spite.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
A lot of
That's
people-
so
I mean, that's
beautiful.
Gus's.
You've met
That's
Gus,
every
right?
Gus
That's-
relationship.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
classic Dreamcast games: Shenmue, Sonic Adventure,
Sure,
Power
yep,
Stone,
Sonic,
Jet
yep.
Set Radio, Soul
Jet Set Radio,
Calibur,
yep.
Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Yep.
Jet Set Radio was great.
I don't hear Sega bass fishing on that list, Gustarola. That is one of the most classic Sega games
Was,
ever. And you can have the
Seaman.
the Seaman.
Was he on Dreamcast?
He was. You had to have the microphone attachment, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah.
It came with it. Yeah.
I mean, Seaman was on a lot of platforms though. Also, like every
Dreamcast and
college
PS3.
girl.
What was on it?
What?
No, damn it, I messed it up with my joke.
Oh, I'm still confused over Seaman. What is this?
Yeah, what is that?
Remember, it was the.
I had no Dreamcast.
It was the
I was
game
not of that.
with the fish that had a man's face on it, and you would talk to it via the microphone.
What?
Yeah,
hell?
you can look up videos of it.
Yo,
Game is being very
No.
gracious to what this thing was.
That sounds
I don't know. It was like an
terrifying.
experimental.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It looked like
Was
something
the
that would be way early access on Steam today. It
Was the experiment if people will just buy anything to get a title on Dreamcast?
I
or
guess so. I guess
Also,
so.
you had to buy a separate thing to play this creepy ass game. You had to buy a microphone to talk to
I think it might
them.
have come with
Okay,
Seaman.
Do
that's
you
fine
beg it
then.
not to eat
Also,
you?
Tony
What
Hawk
do you
Pro
do?
Skater. That was a huge title.
Was
on
Super Monkey
Dreamcast.
Ball on it?
Oh.
What?
Yes, that's
So yeah,
amazing.
I'm showing
no.
them images
Oh.
of
Oh
Seaman.
no.
It was super creepy and weird. And it would talk back to you. It was also like an interactive friend might be kind as well.
maybe, yeah.
It's like they would yell at you and stuff like that
It's
too.
like Connectimals gone wrong.
And of course, all the videos I ever saw of it, people were just saying atrocious things to Seaman.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. We're saying Seaman and Dreamcast, those honestly, objectively, are two terrible names for products. Like the Sega Dreamcast, that's a dumb name.
Dreamcast is fine.
What does
That's all right.
Dreamcast? What does Dreamcast mean?
You're casting your dreams into the screen and playing your.
Maybe you cast your
Spirits,
maybe you
I don't know.
cast your line out and you reel in a dream.
Oh.
There is a lot of speculation today over what Xbox is going to call their new console.
There was apparently it's a potential leak. I haven't actually had. We've been running around getting set up for this, so this is the second day in a row where someone's like, "Talk about the leak," and I'm like, "What leak?" But potentially the Xbox One, Xbox Scorpio might be Xbox Wow.
And it's going to cost $499, according to this leak, which has been confidently, very specific, the word confidence was used, confidently backed up by Jeff Keighley. So
He really he leaned into that.
Yeah,
hard.
he backed
back
up the price,
He
not
backed
the
up the
name.
price,
Not the
exactly,
name.
not the name.
Exactly,
Yeah.
not the name, the price.
I would love to see it at $499. Honestly,
You would like that?
Well, considering that, given the hardware, I would expect it to cost up to $600.
I think a lot of
Yeah.
speculation was putting the price at about $600. So I think if they came in at $500, that would be, I would be saving $100.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good way to look at it. What's the most expensive console released so far?
PS3 at
PS3
launch, I
The
think.
Neo
launched
Geo was
launched at
ridiculous,
600.
right?
The Neo Geo, yeah.
Yeah, but the PS, which one?
PS3.
Yeah.
PS3 was 600 when
It
it
was
came out,
600?
and remember,
Yeah.
everyone was like, "What are you smoking?" But you know what? It did fine for the generation, so.
Also, was the PS3, we were talking about this the other day, it seems like the launch years for consoles have been pretty much aligned for Xbox and PlayStation, but the Xbox 360 and the PS3 were not in alignment, right?
The original Xbox and PS2 were also off by a year.
Was that, maybe that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of, yeah.
Yeah, and I think PS2, no wait, then I think you're right. PS3 and Xbox 360 came out the same year.
They came out the same year?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
think
because I
that
knew one of
PS
them had a year gap.
PS3 was 1 year behind. I remember paying attention to that mostly
I'll look it
because of the when everyone was talking about lifetime sales. PS3 had a year handicap, but then they
You are-
ended up
you are
patching them
correct.
anyway.
November 2006 was
2006.
PS3, and November 2005 was Xbox 360.
All right, so before we get too much further into it, I do just want to say, again, really quick, thank you to War for the Planet of the Apes for sponsoring the show. They're going to be sponsoring this, like all of our live streams throughout the next week. They've been very, very supportive. It's pretty awesome. They're actually going to be, so it's in theaters on July 14th, so not a long wait for it if you want to check it out. But they're also doing an early screening. For it. There's a listing so you can find out when it's going to be shown early in your area at warfortheplanetscreening.com. And so that should be pretty cool. But just so you know what you'd be getting into, we actually do have a trailer for it that we want to show you guys.
Someone posted a little screenshot. Do we want to move that thing?
Who is child?
I don't know.
But she was you.
She has no one else. We are not savages. Apes fight only to survive.
Bad human kill ape. All dead now. A long time. Long time.
Bad humans.
Soldier.
Years from now, your children will ask you, what did you do in the greatest war? And you can tell them, I fought to protect this world. We created them. But now, we will bring an end to their kind.
No mercy, no peace. This is war. Apes together, strong.
You are impressive. You're smart as hell. You're stronger than we are. But you're taking this all much too personally. So emotional!
I did not start this war. But I will finish it.
Okay, that looks awesome.
Lisa and I love that franchise. We bonded over
I
the
do too.
fact that and Gus as well. I'm just saying.
Don't leave out poor Gus.
Gus, do you want to go with me and Elise
Third
to
wheeling?
go see the movie?
I'm pretty good at movies too.
So someone was asking really quickly how this show is going to work during the conference. So when it comes up, we'll put the conference up full screen. We'll have like a small picture-in-picture sometimes, but we'll make sure that it's full screen on the conference for any trailers, so you get like the full impact. We'll probably be doing some light commentary, but we'll save like the heavy debates and fights and arguments
Bare knuckle
and
brawls.
everything for afterwards, because we'll have plenty of time to fight. So some small reaction commentary will be fine. But we'll make sure that we don't interfere with the information that's being provided during the conference, because we kind of want to get all that information too.
Unless they call it the Xbox Wow.
And then all bets are off.
No.
Yeah, anything can happen at that point in time. Hey, why do we have Teddy's Xbox account logged in here? Just out of curiosity.
Because he is so good at games. I think it might be.
It probably just auto-logged
All right,
Probably
sorry.
auto-logged in.
I don't want to distract.
Though it's weird, it must have turned that on, because this is actually our office Xbox.
Okay.
So I actually set it up for Teddy when he was in the office for a day to play Prey on, and I guess
Teddy's my son, by the way.
and I guess
Gamer score
he-
15,000. Come on, kid, step it up. What the
Right?
hell?
Casual.
If you want an
but
Xbox
he-
One, wow. You gotta earn
Gotta
it.
earn it.
So he must have just it must have turned on like the auto sign in when he like got his account on there. So don't worry, we'll get it.
So Gus and I actually have a bet.
Yes, we
What's
do.
the bet?
I was just
So the
gonna
bet
talk
is
about
on the name for the Xbox. It's a friendly bet, $20. I'm not sure that's legal in the state of
it.
California.
It's a friendly $20, so I'm gonna draw a smiley face on it.
There you go. Is that if it's called the Xbox WoW, he gets $20.
Okay.
And if it's, I took all the numbers. So if it's Xbox number.
But
of any kind.
I stipulated if it's Xbox WoW with a 0 instead of an O, that is
God.
still WoW.
No, if you any variation of WoW, you can have it.
Oh God.
So
What if it's none of
would they
those?
do
Then he
that?
gets the $20.
I don't know. I mean, what?
Why have you taken
Xbox
this-
WoW is already crazy
It's already
enough.
bad.
All
Why would
bets
you
are
make it
off.
worse?
I think we were talking about it, and Adam Baird said his money was on Xbox One too.
1, 2.
Xbox One,
no.
But then do we end up with the 1-2 Xbox, and then we get all kinds of brand confusion?
No,
1, 2 switch.
Yeah, then you get the port for it is 1-2 Xbox.
or you do like the Apple method now, and you just call it the name of the thing again, like the iPad. And that's I guess what they did with the Xbox One. But I could see them doing something like that, just calling it
Now
the
it's
Xbox.
just the Xbox.
This is the Xbox.
Yeah. So there was a trademark that Microsoft put in a little while ago that was. It was for an S, and so we're trying to figure out, does that mean it's actually going to be called an S or something? But that might actually be for a different Microsoft product. They do have a couple products that
They
they
do?
put
They
out.
already have an
Yeah,
Xbox
definitely.
S.
Yeah.
It's that one
What
S.
if,
Yes.
okay, so like if they go with what you're saying and they just call it the Xbox, what if it's then modular and you could take out and upgrade like the GPU and the CPU and the hard drive whenever you need to for new console iterations?
And that's where the WoW comes in.
Well, I think what
I
you're
just described a PC.
I know.
did.
What you're
It's a joke.
describing
Also-
sounds like a consumer level PC, which is weird because PCs are consumer
Yeah.
level.
I mean-
but just for something that somebody can work on themselves. You know?
They had that concept for a phone a while back too, and yet none of
That
them
did not
have
go well.
really made it to the marketplace. So
That is
I don't
correct.
think we're going to see that with a console yet.
But it does seem like the video game market was able to navigate things like the N64 having an expansion unit, where they can
Yeah.
plug that kind of thing in. So if they can make it that simple, I think that people could deal with it.
But then why not just buy a PC if you want to
Well, there's
change
that,
stuff?
and it's just like the technology doesn't.
Price is one standard, it's like, and it's like I rebuild a PC every couple of years, and I feel like I have to do research of like, all right, what are they called now? What's the video card standards and
Right.
everything?
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, Ryan, I didn't mean to cut
technology
you off.
doesn't advance that way though. It doesn't just get a better GPU. It also advances how that GPU is tied into the rest of the system.
Right.
And that's not something you can easily drop
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
so.
you're
I
not-
think you got to be able to
Take up
swap
the
out your
bus.
swap out your main board as well.
So yeah, why not? Just pull the whole tray out. You get to keep the nice plastic shell. Everything inside though, that's year-to-year garbage. Don't worry about it.
But I will say this about consoles, is that consoles do seem to be, they try to spec like the minimum best specs, and over time there are components that'll get better, like, the video card where you can still swap it out and have an increased performance, before you get to your next generation of consoles. There's still some room to increase everything a little bit.
Or they just give you an upgrade by stop forcing things like Connect and certain dashboard elements on you.
Well, it seems like they're getting better about that. They're still. I mean, they even said the other day that they realized that they're gonna be able to free up another gigabyte of RAM in the Scorpio for developers when it finally ships. So
where? What were they doing with
well,
that?
it could be like they're getting rid of all this overhead, like you're talking about, where memory has to be reserved for certain system
I
functions.
mean, a gig is not insignificant when it comes to just
Oh,
operating over it.
I agree. I forget the exact tech specs of how much is in Scorpio. All I remember is 6 teraflops.
Well,
That's because they hammered that one in.
there's,
Well, and then after they hammered it in, we sort of drove it into the ground
Yeah.
because.
Because the word teraflop is funny.
That's all they were telling us, 6 teraflops.
Also, I'm immature, and I think saying flops is hilarious.
So let's see
all I know
here.
is Todd Howard endorsed it, so I feel good about that.
Up to 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM.
All right.
So it said initially 8 was going to be available to developers, 4 reserved for system. That's now changed to 9 for developers, 3 for system.
Here's the
And the
main
reason,
thing.
of course, we're talking about the Scorpio so much is we're leading up right to the Microsoft conference.
Yeah, this is the next one up. What do you guys want out of this conference? Because for me, I just want this to be so different than the Xbox One launch, where I don't want to hear anything about media. I don't want to hear anything about television programs. I just want to hear about games and know that this thing that's coming out is a game platform.
Well,
Yes.
keep in mind though that like the Xbox One reveal was Don Matrick era.
Yes.
And we're in a Phil Spencer era now, which is like he's a games guy. We've seen games for the last couple E3s. There's been in it like very heavy focus on games. For E3, like Phil gets us.
Well, I
but
do feel like though one of the big problems with the Xbox One is how unnavigable the dashboard is because of all these different iterations
Yeah.
within this single generation of this console. it's just like you can see where it's like all these different schools of thought still being applied, and like they can't let it go. I just hope maybe they'll just clean the slate with Scorpio or whatever it's called. They'll come out with something that's just a gaming platform, and everyone will go, wow.
Bravo.
That was a big lead up for that.
That was. How long were you thinking about
I
that?
came up with that like 2 seconds before the end. That was a horrible joke. But I don't know. The only thing I hope for is just a game-centric
So you don't
platform.
want it to be an Xbox machine or a Netflix machine anymore. You want it to be a gaming console.
Unless they bring back
everything's
Netflix
a
parties,
Netflix
then
machine.
yes, I love those.
I'm excited to
There's no
see
getting rid of that.
Anthem, which was teased at the EA presser
Really?
yesterday.
They did say that we'll see more about it with the Xbox conference. So yesterday, like that was a tease, and now we might actually find out what the game is about. So I'm interested in that. I want to know what IP, like what this new IP project was so important that they risked Mass Effect.
Yeah, this better be good.
Well, it looks like Mass Effect and Dragon Age just had a really nice child, and that's what we're gonna get. And I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, so I'm curious for that. I want Xbox to come out with a couple exclusives that we've never heard of before, because that's been a major complaint from a lot of people. What do you think the chances are we're going to see that, Gus?
No,
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake it, shake it,
Yeah,
shake it.
let's
shake it,
find
shake it.
out.
Let's find out.
We're looking at the 8-ball. Outlook good.
Ooh!
Which is
fortune
bullshit
teller
because
has
Outlook is a
spoken.
piece of shit software.
But not a bad horror game.
That's Outlast.
Right.
So close. So close.
No, I'm really excited, and I think we will hopefully hear something about State of Decay 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes. I think
see that.
Supposed to come out this year.
We'll 100% see
According to
State
their
of Decay
website.
2, right? So I'm seeing State of Decay 2, Crackdown. Yeah, you know, they've been pretty quiet on that for a while, but I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. I would like some new IPs. I want them to do like basically pull like Bethesda with Fallout 4 and be like, bam, here's stuff, drop it. By the way, it'll be out when Xbox is out, which I mean we're assuming at this point what, October, November for
That would be
Scorpio?
nice.
Can you have a launch title though with a platform like this where it's going to be nothing but also backwards compatible titles?
I mean, it will come out for the other ones, but if they want to make like a splash, then
Yeah.
having new games that look especially good on it is important for that.
Well, that's been kind of the
And-
struggle with Pro, right? Because they haven't really sold me on, other than making the transition to 4K gaming, they haven't sold me on the benefit of it in a one-to-one apples-to-apples comparison.
Shorter load times, yeah.
Let me
Is
ask you a
it-
question. Do you think the Scorpio is on the same level as the PS4 Pro? Do you consider those to be comparable generations, or is now the Scorpio a different generation, and the PS4 Pro is more in line with the Xbox One S?
I think we're going to find out a lot more today, ideally, to see how they position the Scorpio amongst that. I think the conventional thought at the moment is that the Scorpio is going to be almost like a 0.5 iteration ahead of everything else.
The
But
Scorpio is.
yeah.
But isn't
I
that what they
consider the
keep
Pro.
saying? They keep saying we're the most powerful console, we're the most powerful console, we're the most powerful console, we have all the flops. Like, so won't it be?
Yeah, but I think the strategy is how they're going to approach it on a software perspective.
Gotcha.
Because
All right, well, we're gonna-
to Ryan's point, you know, that PS4 Pro is very much sticking in the PS4 ecosystem in that there are no PS4 Pro exclusive games. It's just the same game but better.
Which
Well,
is what
we're
they
going to
talked
be
about for
finding
this.
out in like a minute. It's
Yeah,
about
we're-
to
we're-
start.
it's
Pretty
about
excited
time.
about it. So
Did not
we'll
even
go.
realize that.
We'll pull up the conference as soon as it goes live. But yeah, it's time, you guys.
And I will
E3
have
is
to-
like getting underway.
I will have to say goodbye to the stream. I gotta
Bye,
get over
Bernie.
now to Jeff Keighley's studio.
Pretty sure if you're gonna say goodbye, you have to sing that song. What's the one? It's the time to say goodbye. No, now you
That's
go.
it. Ashley just
No,
sang it on my
damn it.
behalf.
See if he's ever heard of Outlook, the
All right.
horror game.
Hey,
I will ask if he's heard of
Okay, good.
Outlook.
Brittany, give me a text when you're going live on Jeff Keighley's show, and people know when to like hop over and see you.
Okay,
You
but
can
it
watch you
will
leave
be-
this one and walk into that one.
I'm on the panel after the conference to kind of like recap and I guess illuminate, you know, the audience with our opinions. So
All right, well,
I'll be afterwards.
we'll see who illuminates better.
I better start drinking with the
Go
Funhouse guy.
Illuminate the
Oh,
crap out of you.
The
Are we ready to get some
illumination,
picture-in-picture action here?
spread
Do we have,
out.
Right, I'm
I'm
comfier
for
now.
Xbox stream?
obfuscation. We just stretch
Okay,
out.
here we go.
Ryan,
I'm
don't be a
manspreading.
heathen.
No, it's good.
Fine, if you're
Everyone,
manspreading,
everyone
then I'm
gets to see
There
the
you go.
bottom of
See,
the
look.
shoes.
Oh yeah, those are dirty.
That's the
I
cleanest
should-
part of the shoes, really.
those are
There we
cute
go.
shoes, Ashley.
Hey, look who that is. That's our friend Jeff.
That's all we can say for now, but stay tuned throughout the show because you'll
So
find out
we
more
threw it to
about
Jeff
how they're working
so he
with
could
Team
throw it to
Xbox and
the
other
conference?
exclusive gaming content. You won't want to miss it. But down at the Galen Center right now, Phil Spencer will be on stage. They announced yesterday that the press conference is going to go longer than 90 minutes. It's going to be it's going to be close to 2 hours of stuff.
might be
So let's
bloated.
head in now to the Galen Center to check out Xbox. Enjoy the show.
is the 2017 Xbox E3 briefing.
Not a new Xbox logo, but like whatever the SX or the thing is.
Look, it's silicon. They just gave away trade secrets. That's the actual chip.
What a pretty video. Get to the point.
No, that is the point. They're showing you the
It lights up. But here's the thing, if they're opening with the name, that's cool.
That's the Xbox item. Wow, here's a war out of that.
Lord of the Rings?
Something? Oh, hold Yeah. Lord of the Rings isn't even console or platform exclusive. Yeah. Is that a normal Xbox controller? Yeah.
Oh.
That's the S.
Oh.
Show us.
How long is the video?
Yeah. What if they've decided what we really want is a return of capacitive phase?
Ladies and gentlemen, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Woo! Yay! Oh, laser. Oh, no, it's not laser.
No, they move on to leather.
Yeah, he's one stage cooler than the Blazer.
Right, so he's leather and a graphic t-shirt.
Okay.
Oh, no, come on. Yeah.
Good afternoon. To those of you with us here in person, watching on this incredible 4K screen, to the millions watching us around the world or TV or online, and to those of you watching and interacting on Mixer, on behalf of everyone on Team Xbox,
and those of you
welcome to E3 2017.
Let's talk giveaways.
When the renegade group of gamers, creators, and engineers came together to form the original Xbox team and deliver the first Xbox console, we were driven by three principles: empower developers, delight gamers, and deliver true hardware and technical innovation. The original Xbox team lived by the mantra, there's no power greater than X.
His Twitter avatar is the
And
original
today,
Xbox logo, by the way.
we are proud to welcome the newest member of the Xbox family, fittingly named Xbox One X.
What is the X?
I'm giving Bernie his $20 right now.
Xbox One X.
It looks just like the S, by the way.
Xbox One X,
So is it the Xbox
most
110?
powerful console ever made, sets a new quality standard for gamers and game creators. Starting on November 7th, Xbox One X
117, by the
joins
way.
the Xbox One and the Xbox One S when it launches worldwide.
Oh, it's smaller. Holy crap.
Oh, it's tiny. Is it?
Now,
It looked
I'd
way
like
smaller
to
there.
introduce one of our leaders in the Xbox engineering
Maybe they have to
team,
scale it down.
responsible for making the Xbox One experience great for gamers
I love
and
the Xbox
developers.
Onyx.
Please welcome my friend, Kareem Chowdhury, to tell you more.
That would have been good too, the Onyx.
Yeah.
That would be great.
ONEX, come on, you're right there. Yeah.
I will say that is one of the suggested names attached
Thanks,
to
Phil.
the Keeley article.
It's an honor to be here at E3 and represent 3 years of engineering the team has done to bring you Xbox One X. From the beginning, our focus on game creators and you, the gamer, gave us 3 big goals we needed to hit: power, compatibility, and craftsmanship.
You want to see games?
Let's talk power.
We're 6 minutes in.
What do you think happened to the
6
Xbox's
teraflop
T through W?
GPU clocked at 1.172 gigahertz.
Look,
12
6 teraflops is the
gigabytes
first
of
talking point still.
GDDR5
You
memory.
gotta talk about the flops,
And
guys.
326 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth.
We know all this. Why people treat like they're rehashing now.
These are impressive numbers that are more powerful than any other console on every
The applause
dimension.
sign's lighting up.
Because that's what it takes to give game creators the power they need so you can experience true 4K resolution, 4K textures, and 4K assets in your living room. And when we say true 4K, we mean 8 million pixels, high dynamic range, wide color gamut, premium sound like Dolby Atmos,
Wake me up when we get
and
to new stuff.
4K UHD Blu-ray playback.
That's fine. This is just like the, previously.
Next, compatibility.
It's 7 minutes in.
We knew compatibility was critically important
all
for Xbox One X, and your reaction to 360 backward compatibility has energized the team even more. So right from
Didn't
the
they just
start,
announce no one's using
all
backwards
of your
compatibility?
Xbox
They
One
just really wanna drive
accessories
home,
and
but they
games
still
will
do it.
work with Xbox One X. But for the team and me, that wasn't good enough. We wanted more. The game library you have today will look and play even better on Xbox One X with enhanced visual fidelity, anisotropic filtering, and faster load times. Even if you haven't made the jump to a 4K TV yet, we designed this product for you as well. Since Xbox One X enables a technique called super sampling, the new 4K games you see on stage today will look better on your 1080p TV than anything you've seen before.
I mean, that's not
And finally,
Seriously, it is. I mean,
craftsmanship. We meticulously paid attention to every detail of design as we crafted our most technically advanced console ever. It starts with the Scorpio engine. We use 16 nanometer technology to build a 360 square millimeter chip with 7 billion transistors and a 384-bit wide memory bus. This is the fastest, most advanced processor to ever power a console. Our premium design means that every millimeter and every component within the console has been architected for maximum power and efficiency.
They're losing me here.
Our aspirations were so high,
Is it the sweater?
an industry standard
This is,
approach
like, this isn't a
just
developers
wasn't
conference.
good
This
enough.
is an engineering conference.
The Scorpio engine is so intense that for the first time ever on a console, we're
we need
using a
some
liquid-cooled
details
vapor
at this
chamber
level.
normally
No one cares
reserved
what
for
how many millimeters
servers and
it is.
high-end PC cards.
You don't care about your vapor chambers?
Games.
An engineer on the Xbox hardware team invented a new power management system so innovative, we named it after him. The Hovis method uniquely optimizes every single Xbox One X at the system and component level to deliver consistent performance efficiently and elegantly. Now, it's easy to think all this technology and capability will mean a bigger console. But again,
That is what it was for.
we wanted more. Not only have we built the most powerful console ever, Xbox One X is the smallest Xbox ever.
That's actually impressive.
It's very impressive.
How'd they fit all
They
those
must-
flops in such a small box?
This is the system you asked us to build, and it has been a great honor to design and build it for you. I couldn't be more proud of our team, and I hope you love it as much as we do. Now, let's see what this monster can do.
11 minutes in, by the way.
Here we go.
Exclusive.
There you go.
World premiere.
Did we ever get a price?
Not yet.
You're trying to trick me, but that's Battlefront. No?
No, this is going to be an exclusive. It's going to be hopefully something cool.
Oh, that's a good point that it's exclusive.
Scalebound has come back over.
Camel Simulator 2018. It's a driving game. hit photo real before days duration ago, and so now I'm just tired of seeing these.
I've stopped writing off driving games because I didn't know my genre, and then I got completely addicted to driving free. So now I'm actually like, yes, let's do this, please.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a great game. It's just that they always go to a driving game to establish visual fidelity, but they've already made it photoreal in
Forza Motorsport 7.
Please welcome, from the Forza Racing franchise, Dan Greenewald.
I have to say, the visual aesthetics of the stage is really good.
In the automotive world, supercars are debuted at international auto shows. Frankfurt, Paris, Detroit. But through your passion for racing on Xbox and PC, Forza has become the premier partner to the automotive industry. So today, for the first time in history, a flagship supercar is making its world debut here at E3 in front of you.
Gus, are you excited about a Cars World debut?
No.
Okay. What if they tell
This
you how many
year,
teraflops?
we announced a 6-year partnership with Porsche to bring you amazing experiences, both in-game and in person.
There is now.
Porsche shares our vision for the future of racing and esports. This car has never been seen outside of the guarded walls of Porsche. That honor belongs to you.
This has also been sponsored by Lazy Susan.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS.
All right, let's get a look at this.
Silver car.
It had to be a car with more letters.
This is not only the most aggressive expression of Porsche's legendary design, it features the most powerful road-going 911 engine ever made. Like the Xbox One X, it's a monster.
It went off the track.
And with over 4.8 million active players across Xbox and Windows 10, Forza is one of the largest racing communities on the planet. You made this historic moment possible. Through your passion for racing, the digital and the real worlds are merging in an unprecedented way. So now, let's take a look at the Porsche 911 GT2 RS in Forza Motorsport 7 running on Xbox One X. I'm joined on stage by two presenters for our Forza Racing Championship eSports Series.
There's an interesting
I'm Shannon McIntosh, professional race car driver and Porsche driving coach. I'll be pushing the GT2 RS to its limits on the sun-baked streets of Dubai.
And I'm Verena May, professional racer and stunt driver. I will be fighting to survive dynamic weather in the Nürburgring in this Nissan GTR race car.
We start with Shannon in her customized driver on
They're
Dubai.
racers, not actors.
Using the power of Xbox One X, Forza Motorsport 7 runs at a native 4K and a rock-solid 60 frames per second.
I'm sorry.
That was impressive.
And we have the additional power to deliver shocking levels of detail.
But again, driving game.
Using super high resolution assets, we've recreated the intense feel of one of the greatest driving roads in the world, the Hafid Mountain Pass. But in Forza Motorsport 7, we've reimagined the entire racing experience on all devices. Racing is more immersive and dynamic. Ominous skies roll in as car parts rattle and vibrate.
That's a good question.
We've made racing more epic and grand. Race through living environments featuring spectacular vistas and massive scale. You can see we've made racing more dynamic and surprising. Dynamic puddles grow as the storm unleashes its fury. It's more thrilling and competitive. Feel the intense heat grease up your tires as you battle your rivals.
Getting real fish AI flashbacks here.
And it's more beautiful and alive. Dark skies open up and change as the sun emerges from the clouds for a breathtaking finish.
Come on, it is really beautiful.
It's gorgeous, but it was gorgeous already.
Well, I wonder if that has to do with how much they have to load, how quickly.
I mean,
racing is reborn in Forza. Whether running on the Xbox One family of consoles or Windows 10 PCs, Forza Motorsport 7 is the most technically advanced and comprehensive racing games ever made. With more than 700 cars, it features the largest collection of Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches ever assembled.
Today, you are the first people to see the 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. And this week at E3, like me, you can be the first to drive it.
So come experience the most powerful road-going 911 ever made on the Xbox One X, the most powerful console ever made in Forza Motorsport 7. Thank you.
They haven't dated the Xbox One X yet, have they? That's correct.
No, they did. But they did November 7th.
But that game was October 3rd, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. They did say 1 and 7.
You even pointed out it was 1 and 7.
I'm going to play a ton of Forza Motorsport 7 when it ships on October 3rd.
I'm not.
And when Xbox One X launches, we will all get to experience Forza Motorsport 7 in true 4K at 60 frames per second. Today, we're going to showcase the world's greatest creators with a lineup of different types of games for every type of gamer.
All right, get going.
It is the largest and I believe the most diverse lineup of games that we've ever shown on our Xbox E3 stage. Games from creators large and small, games that inspire and challenge us, games that transport us to new worlds and offer us new perspectives.
I think
and
they did say this
games
was going
that
to be
push
longer.
the boundary of our art
To
form.
expect a longer one.
Today,
so we, may be
we will
looking at,
feature
90 instead of 60.
42 games here on our stage.
42 games.
What?
Including
41 to go.
22 games with console exclusivity on Xbox One.
Okay, so that's cool. Now the question is how many of them are going to be indie?
Every one of these games will play great on each member of the Xbox One family, but of course, they will play best on Xbox One X. Up next is a game from a creative team that built their franchise on Xbox. In 2010, 4A Games worked with us to launch a single-player masterpiece that I played on Xbox 360. Now, I'm honored to bring them back with the premiere of their next work, running in-engine in true 4K.
World premiere.
This is beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Feels very country.
What about the ROUs? Clones of names or something? I don't think they exist. Look at the smoke effects. It's amazing. Shit, that's pretty.
That's gorgeous. I was
Metro,
right, Metro.
Yes.
Phil Spencer didn't say the name of the game
Right.
that 4A Games made. Excellent.
Metro Exodus. All right.
Next year.
Ooh, I love that sound. It just gives me the chills.
Ooh, it's another game.
We are the first.
Assassin's Creed?
Is this what I think it is?
The first to see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. We conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in... They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
Fishy hat. Crocodile hat.
Oh my god, this looks incredible.
Dex is on the front house screen, right? He's got to be
Screaming. I'm a little bit proud. Giant snake.
That's smart, Jeff.
That's pretty cool.
Please welcome, from Ubisoft, Creative Director Sean
My
Godard.
franchise is coming back.
Hopefully the time off did them good.
Thank you.
I mean, there's a giant snake. Could you go better?
Ancient Egypt is the birthplace of modern civilization.
Yeah, you're right.
And it is also the birthplace of the Assassin's Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Origins is taking you to the perfect setting for an epic gaming adventure. Egypt, 3,000 years of history and mystery at the tip of your fingers. Assassin's Creed Origins is also the story of one man, Bayek. Bayek is the last Magi, the protector of his community, an Egyptian sheriff, if you like. And his struggle against the dark forces that corrupt ancient Egypt will lead to the foundation of the Assassin's Brotherhood. But recreating ancient Egypt, going back so far in time, pushed us to rethink and expand our gameplay mechanics. We added many RPG elements to a huge systemic world, more detailed and alive than ever before. So today, we are very proud to show you what the game looks like on Xbox One X running in 4K. And now, just for you, Bayek is coming back to Siwa, his hometown, to kill the fake oracle, Medunamun.
World premiere.
New Ubisoft logo?
Ubisoft.
I think it'll still be Tempos. They've got to have some kind of earth.
Hey, they're the ones who made the logo.
I feel like it'll be Egyptian temples.
What's weird about this? The Tempo is so
So far, I'm digging the location.
Siwa, my home, the sacred oasis.
I thought he was dead.
Our Magi, the last protector, our treasure, and Siwa has not been the same since.
Syndicate
so
grime and smoke.
bland.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Be my eyes, Senu.
Whoa.
Thanks for watching. If you guys need to say, you can tweet at
This
us.
temple
using
resembles
hashtag
a Forza
RTE3
fortress.
Or commenting in the YouTube
What has
chat. We're
happened?
monitoring both.
Get out of my way.
It's a real shame the assassins forgot how to bird drone.
There you are.
All it takes is one
Medunamon.
assassin to pass down his secrets.
The next masked one on my list. Now it is my turn to tip the balance of Anubis.
Talking about Egyptian gods. I love this so much.
I wonder if they've completely foregone the modern era part of the story of this genre.
I hope not. I kind of like the whole Abstergo.
I mean, it was.
I can do that.
Like right now, if we got you a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Hold on, maybe I can Postmates one.
Hold on, got one back in the office.
We have broken their will. They understand our vision.
Better be careful here.
I should go drop these priests in the desert. Let the stand take them.
So a lot of people in chat are comparing the gameplay to, or like the look and the aesthetic
a
of Lost
fine
to Far
bow.
Cry Primal.
I see that.
Oh, yeah.
If the people see these dead priests, they will surely revolt.
It is too dangerous.
Metro.
We'll pass for now.
Gave me a very strong vibe of almost like Witcher 3. Back to that more vibrant world.
Yeah, I'm glad that the era of brown
Guide me,
is over.
Senu. Medunamon.
Awkward.
It'd be interesting to see an Assassin's Creed. I mean, imagine multi-level isn't going to be as big of a thing because there just wasn't that tall of a structure.
Pyramids.
I mean, aside from that, I guess maybe you replace them with rocks.
Those are on a slope.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yes. Yeah, I think I could do that.
Badass.
You will die, Medunamon.
Die, you bastard!
Yes, combat.
Sounds mad.
Going to kill you for that!
See what is mine?
They're not really exposure yet.
No,
So
so I'm
it's
doing this. This Simtar thing.
They make it a little, does make it a little bit difficult to blend in with the crowd.
And he just everybody.
He uses it as a back.
Finally.
What?
Bullet camp. Wait. That arrow changed direction.
Whoa.
It seems like taking the year off in development may have really benefited the series because all of that looks really cool.
There's an Eye of Horus in the logo. That's so cool.
At
I
Xbox,
mostly
we've
just
always
want
believed in the
I
power
want
of
to tame
games
an
to unite
elephant,
us all.
And I want to have a
Today,
base and
communities
a
of gamers not only play together, they create
There's an
together
elephant. Did
and
I?
watch
I
together.
was focusing on the Jaguars
A
fight.
whole new genre of games has emerged designed for both the player and the community. And with Mixer, we're innovating new features to make these experiences even better. This one's special. Of all the games in this genre, here is one that the world is having as much fun watching as they are playing. And I can tell you that includes many of us at Team Xbox. The creative director of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a gamer turned developer who designed this game together with a passionate community. Please welcome PlayerUnknown himself, Brendan Green.
Oh shit, are we gonna see some Battlegrounds on Xbox?
I see you.
Does that excite you?
Yeah.
You want it on Xbox?
I want to play it everywhere. I want it on my phone.
Thanks, Phil. Good afternoon, everyone. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a multiplayer battle royale where you must fight against 100 other players to be the last one standing. Our team's focus is to bring the most complete battle royale experience ever to console and deliver a great experience across all Xbox One devices. Our development is truly community-driven, and we owe much of our success to everyone who's given us feedback over the past year.
And $30.
With over 3 million PC players to date, we can't wait to bring PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds exclusively to Xbox One later this year with an update for Xbox One X enhancements shipping with the final version. See you on the Battlegrounds, everyone.
Not if I see you.
Exclusive.
That was so threatening.
Wow. It said launch exclusive, so I'm sure it's just a window. Yes, PlayStation.
Well, I mean, it's also already on Steam.
Yeah. I just got a text from Blaine. PUBG on Xbox, bro.
Well, it's going to be difficult to communicate the sort of value proposition of this game because when you watch it, you don't know a lot. It does it's not visually insane like a lot of the games you see. It's very much about the adrenaline experience of the hunting and hunting.
I don't have a good enough PC to play it, so I'm excited. Really?
On a great set.
But it can't.
Yeah, no, this is a very unusual representation of this game because it is not the game that should. Though, if you're playing in squads, it can be a lot more like this.
I just want to meet the guy in the business suit and the tie and the helmet.
That's the guy.
I think I play Battlegrounds just about every day. I'm
Machinima.
excited about this. That's happened to us all.
Was it a frying pan?
It's one of the best melee weapons in the game.
Really?
The only melee weapon worth a damn.
You think it's cast iron?
You never use it for anything. You just put it on your back and it'll deflect bullets when they hit you in the pan.
No way.
Let's try to stick together this time.
Hello. Tell me more.
No Man's Sky enhanced.
Oh, God.
I like the colors. They're pretty.
Like a Helldivers a little bit.
What'd I say? I said they all look like Torbjorns.
The triple D.
We want the D.
Exclusive.
These are so many games. I'm loving this.
I'm really curious about that one.
We both gasped.
State of Decay 2?
I think it might be. Shit's looking pretty decayed.
What would you do if the world you knew was gone? All the comforts, the simple pleasures you took for granted. How would you protect yourself and the ones you love when the protectors can't even save themselves?
You're
army's pulling out. Come on. Last truck. Get in.
Want some of this? How about you?
How will you decide who belongs?
Thanks. I owe you.
Is there no space in the cab?
Well, they just met.
How will you choose a place to call home? How will you build it?
Sweet horse mural.
I just like the cookout.
Work together to defend it. From the terror just outside the walls. When you get hungry, cold, what risks will you take? What mistakes will you make? When the only family you've got is about to tear itself apart, will you end a life?
Wait.
Or save it?
Please.
This is our only one, but we need everybody we've got. Too deep and realize no one gets a second chance.
Oh, good lord! Overkill, bro.
How will you find the strength to carry on?
I just want to know how that guy, like, why would he supposed to do all of that?
I would not do that.
He doesn't look like he's hurt.
In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
I loved the first day of Decay. It always felt like an incomplete game to me.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see Spring 2018 them
they pushed it.
Fulfill
their website. I looked at their website
Exclusive.
2 days ago, and it said 2017.
Oh.
But yeah, that
Still
was
though, like that, like the first game, the core was there.
Yeah.
Like the mechanics were there.
yeah. It just needed polish.
Right, which
it
it looks
felt
like
it
this
ran
one
out of
has.
money.
and a real ending.
And a real ending, yes.
Oh, I like this animation. It reminds me of like Ratatouille.
Maybe
doesn't
not
remind
quite
me
like
of
Ratatouille.
More exclusives.
In case you're worried, it has interaction.
What?
2 players remaining. One player remaining.
Yes.
And what a play from the Wounded Warrior
She was caught in a trap, but she used superior tactics to get herself out of there. She's going to take the win. Let's move on to the next arena. Here we're following Bloody Marrow. There's only 2 players left in this particular map. Those tracks are leading up, but that tree is going to give them direct information. That red outline, there's a mortal unicorn, and he's letting in about 100 meters away now. Looks like he might be crafting or something, but what is this that Bloody Marrow's going to do? Getting ever closer, drawing that beeline, and now he's going to cloak it up. Is he going to walk in through the front door or what? Looks like he's going to sneak in on the back window. Here we go. Shot in the back. That's one twice. Immortal's in trouble. Somebody from Mixer decided to chime in. That invincibility bubble's going to help him out and put on the fight with life. There we go. The next strike on Bloody Marrow. Bouncing it up forward. There we go. Oh, that was going to do the damage to the arrow to the belly. That's going to be the win for Bloody Marrow. Bloody Marrow wins the round.
There's been a couple games that have done that with Twitch integration.
Yeah, but for like
there was
a PvP style game like this?
Yeah, that's tricky.
So is it kind of like Hunger Games? Like
Yeah,
drop in
like where you
boxes?
sponsor, like we can drop in like care packages to like a player.
Minecraft.
Oh, that's actually cool.
Cool.
What?
I'm assuming this means for console.
So like skins and stuff.
But like in an official capacity, which is cool. Oh.
It is 2017. Do we need Minecraft?
I mean, look, a lot of gamers don't talk about it anymore, but I mean, it still sells like 2 million copies a year. It's still a huge franchise. It's just that people don't talk about it as much anymore.
Version
of Minecraft is out, dude.
Yeah. Where have you been?
Please welcome, from Mojang, brand director Lydia Winters.
Wait, it's Mojang?
Yeah.
I've called it Mojang my entire life.
So anglicized it's Mojang,
okay.
But in Swedish it's Mojang.
This
so
summer, millions of Minecraft players will be able to play together on the device of their choice for the first time. Xbox Live will unite the global Minecraft community across mobile, VR, Windows 10 PCs, and consoles.
That's not the version you want. No,
as part of this effort, we're excited to welcome player-made skins, map textures, and massive community-run servers into the game itself. Because we know that the amazing content you create makes Minecraft even better. This fall, Minecraft will receive a free 4K update that brings more graphical options to the game. But we didn't stop there. With all this talk about graphics, we're taking things one step further. Today, we're revealing a new look for Minecraft that we're super duper excited for you to try out.
Right, and are giving
one that's inspired by the power of Xbox One X and available this fall. Let's check it out.
That's scary.
Yeah. Maybe they incorporated Optifine? Yep.
What's Optifine?
Wait, is that Minecraft?
Yeah, no, Optifine is a visual.
The super duper graphics pack.
Not just the super duper.
It's a visual enhancement mod that's been around for a long time.
It's pretty.
Well, I mean, it may not be Optifine, but it is basically the same thing. It adds enhanced lighting effects, enhanced textures, enhanced shadows.
You did have like fishing jamboree ones, right?
I think we did maybe even more. We turned it on when we did Galactic.
Right. It's pretty. There's a llama in a cart.
Yeah, but like you said, it's been available on PC, just like on the main version for a really long time. But this is a way that I guess they're going to distribute it for all the various consoles and stuff.
I'm curious to see how they rectify it, because yeah, the Play Anywhere version of Minecraft, which is the one that is VR compatible, isn't compatible with
Minecraft
nearly
in 4K. When the Minecraft team showed me the first version of the game in 4K, I was blown away. Mojang is a great example of a studio that started something new and different that led to a global phenomenon. At Xbox, we're searching for games that are fresh, new, and in some cases familiar. That means ensuring that the biggest third-party franchises you want to play are there for you on Xbox One. Of course, you'll find these great games in the Xbox Store, available for pre-order today.
We're willing to take your money
But
today.
bringing the biggest blockbuster
The
franchise is
applause
just
was
one part of the
overwhelming.
job. Delivering broad, diverse, and new games to Xbox means searching to find unique games from creators around the world that will surprise and delight.
Guys, don't worry.
To me,
They're extending
these
the
next
mix
few games
get a
do
mixer if you
just
didn't
that.
already.
Starting with the game I got to play on a recent trip to Japan. It's hilarious, a little crazy, and a whole lot of fun. Let's take a look at it.
World premiere.
Mario for the Xbox confirmed.
World premiere. I can do that.
Oh, DBZ.
Yes! Brian, I keep forgetting you're a weeb.
Environmentally through. You have a 3D fighter.
Right, like the flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it I feel like it'd be weird if they went back to strictly 2D.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
We should keep track of
Xbox
how many
One
games.
console launch exclusive.
To be fair, they haven't really made a good DBZ game in a while either. But
It's true. Xenoverse was not great,
and they got a sequel though.
which was not great. Ooh, this is pretty.
Tell me more.
I'm here for this. Ooh. A deer. Well, I'm in. What is this, like Civ? Very fantasy something.
So this Xbox One console launch exclusive. So this one, whatever it is coming with the X. Ooh, who is she? She's beautiful. She's beautiful.
It's like Black Desert Online.
What a weird transition.
Yeah.
I think he's mad at the ground.
I'm always mad at that. So I was keeping me down.
I'm getting confirmation that this is Black Desert.
Okay, great. There we go.
Person fighting an int. Rig act.
Rock. Rock. Rock.
And they're wearing such cool outfits.
Well, they really.
That was the big thing that drew people to Black Desert was the character creator was so in depth
Wait,
and made.
character creator?
Yeah, and you can make amazing characters. I played this a little bit on PC.
Can I customize the effort noises? Because that seemed to be a big part of that.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
here for that,
record your
Ryan.
own, and then all of yours can be like, "Hey, baby."
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
If I've taken anything away from all of these video game releases, is that things are not going well for the world. I just mean like they're all set in the apocalypse.
Everything has looked just flawlessly beautiful so far. Like, is this Blade Runner? Pixel Blade Runner?
I'm so intrigued right now.
Whoa.
This is probably the last night.
Cool. I'm gonna be so broke. All these games.
Gus, you're good at this.
You're
game.
really good at this.
I play games.
So many of these, though, have been also play anywhere titles.
Well, that's a big thing now.
It is. Well, I mean, they tried to push that last year, and they kind of fell short a little bit. But
Well, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't have as many. But it seems like now they've spun that project up. They're working harder on it.
Why do I know this logo?
Annapurna.
But
From the movies?
how do you sell a console that's
What, you mean like the movies? What? Sorry.
how do you sell a console that's $500 and also make all the titles available on a computer?
Well, you're not, clearly then not marketing to a PC gamer.
But you can convert people into a PC gamer by doing that. Like, well, you can buy a computer for the same price.
Ooh.
You can take the donkey.
What is this? I'm digging it.
You know what? It reminds me of the style.
I love that.
The style a little bit here looks reminds me of like Double Fine with like Broken Age.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you're right. It looks a lot.
It's beautiful.
What I'm hearing is all of these terrapops give us a lot of God rays. That's what I'm seeing.
Lighting effects is one of the big things I'm picking up here.
JJ Abrams had his hand in all of this.
Well, we
lighting.
haven't seen any lens flares.
That's true. It's just dot rays. It's gonna have a kick-ass soundtrack.
Hardcore state. Coming when it's damn ready.
That's funny.
It was a console launch exclusive, though.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think that just means that the game's going to be on that console exclusive for a little window.
I see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
What is this? Is this anime Bloodborne?
It's definitely anime inspired.
It's anime Bloodborne, which is also called Code Vein, but.
They're really picking up
Code
the
Vein.
pace on rolling these out, too. These are much shorter, tighter experiences.
Yeah.
We've scoured the globe meeting with creative artists and development teams, and I'm often surprised and humbled by their work. Whether it's a story that could only be born of a different land, or artistic design and storytelling that, in a single moment, can capture your imagination and inspire. There is much to be learned by looking beyond borders. Our first party is also a place of innovation and creativity. Today, I'm excited to share with you an extended look at never-before-seen gameplay from Rare's shared world adventure, Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Hey, there we go.
Exclusive.
Maybe we'll finally get a launch date.
The joy of a new voyage far across the Sea of Thieves. Just you, the wide open world, and oh, well, it's not just you,
Is
she's
this live
here too.
gameplay?
Oh, and this guy's here.
It looks like it.
But the point is, this is a shared world, right for exploring and raiding with your fine pirate crew. Look at them, scurrying around, making themselves useful. That's what we like to see. The world of Sea of Thieves seethes with possibilities, with adventures skulking above and below the waves. All you have to do is jump in and oh, there she goes.
Bye.
Few things tempt a pirate like the siren song of a lootable shipwreck. Careful though, there could be anything down there. Literally, there could be anything. We haven't finished designing it yet. Joking, that was a joke. Ah, sunken treasure. It's like a pirate performance bonus. Every player's decisions and discoveries will be different, But however you plan seeking your fortune, it pays to be prepared. For gigantic lumps of iron, these are surprisingly portable.
Carefully.
Amazing workmanship. Anyway, better get them back on board while the coast is clear. There's really no sense in pushing your luck down here. Now that is not a beast you want to pick a fight with. Yes, it's possible to take on these toothy terrors of the deep, but you're not much used to your crew bitten in two.
YouTube chat, Connor Armstrong says it's like Pirates versus Fable.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. It seems like this is picking up the sort of like the cheeky British humor aesthetic that Fable left behind.
Sometimes
which
a
is good because that's what I
tactical
missed.
is perfectly acceptable. In the spirit of that legendary pirate captain.
I just wish
Pathetic day.
this wasn't. I want this to be single player, honestly.
Is it multiplayer only?
I mean, they've been really good so far, but from what I understand,
Thankfully,
it's
for every
like a
tense
pirate.
standoff, there's a moment of celebration or shared wonder. But for now, stow your hard-earned loot and enjoy the voyage.
I wouldn't trust me on the ship.
There you go.
On Devil's Ridge, beneath the
follow
sands,
Dingy.
the
Mika,
gold
which
lies
way
hidden
is
from
starboard?
thieving hands.
Right.
Well, that's typical. Oh, look! Here we are at Devil's Ridge.
All right.
Nice transition, by the way.
You can
And so you'll
So
shift from the heart of the
port
sea
and
to the
starboard,
island shore,
and then it's
where you'll
aft
explore jungles and
and
coves,
fore.
cliff tops and
balance.
caverns. Every region
Or
has its
balance.
very own
Directionally,
landmarks,
it'd be
and
fore
over
and aft.
time, you'll uncover hidden shortcuts,
Part of the ship would be
abandoned
balanced.
stashes,
Part of the ship,
and
part of the
vistas
crew.
that will steal your grog-soaked breath away. And yes, sometimes you'll encounter people who, for whatever reason, would like to blow you into little pieces. That's pirating for you. Keep that pistol primed, because you'll also face the roaming remains of those who came before you, caught short in pursuit of their own legends.
Where's it going?
An afterlife
First I
of
thought that was a
fighting and
trumpet,
trouble
then I realized it was a
until
gun.
all your
The
bits
realism of the
This one
loading
isn't
mechanism
important.
here is
Now,
really
make sure your crewmates all have a
like
part
I'm
to
not
play.
buying this immersion.
Aww.
Whoa, that's okay. That was
Oh,
awesome.
solid
That was
landing.
awesome.
And look, he brought the riddle map. Seek the cursed boar shrine where there is no sky. It lies in wait for a light held high. Right, well that's got to be around here somewhere. But if you've got a bad feeling, you can always leave someone on board to brace the ship for a speedy getaway. Decisions.
And hope they don't steal your boat.
Ah, looks
I'm
like
sorry,
they've sniffed
shit.
out that place where there is no sky. Time to pull your resources as you plunge into the unknown. It would be easy to come a cropper in these claustrophobic caves. You don't want to wander off track. Unless, of course, you're streaming, and you'll have loads of people in the chat telling you what to do anyway. Don't mind that. It's probably nothing. Just kids. Of course, the premier plunder isn't just lying around to be claimed by any old drunken bumbler. You'll need to watch out for likely locations, following your map, clues, and your instincts to make light work of each new mystery.
Don't feel like you should have touched that.
Light work. Little lantern joke there. You're welcome. Anyway, step 11 paces northwest, through the gloom. Dig my chest from its tomb. And with that, we're one step closer to payday. Then again, some of the loot in these parts has lain undisturbed for a long, long time. That has to be the spot. You can practically taste the treasure.
That was really
Good call on the double-duty shovel work too. That storm outside was nipping at your
But you don't
heels.
want to sweat to get your treasure.
No.
Come on.
And if I was grabbing a treasure, I'd just put it
very
right below the
nice.
surface. Let's dig that far.
Of course, the trouble with treasure, as a rule, is that the owners really like to hang on to it. If you've got your hands full, it's up to your crew to watch your back. And while they're doing that, it's time for another strategic withdrawal with the loot. Nope, not that way. That's it. Easy now. Don't stop, keep going. Almost there. Watch that next step, it's a doozy.
Hope there's no rocks under there.
Or, you know, skeletons on the beach.
Now that's a rescue.
Thanks, Brawling Becca. very Goonies vibe there.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it? Sorry, I'm listening to a dude in a British accent. I can't help it.
I do like this quirky.
He's taking my booty.
Silly. God. At least you didn't make a plundering booty joke.
We're almost like the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. But different.
Enough
If you can
to
regularly
avoid
beat the odds
copyright.
and get credit for your ship, you'll be able to turn a tidy profit by trading them in at an outpost. That's just the tiny matter of making it through this storm in one piece.
Here, let's get to Tortuga. I mean, Pirate Outpost.
I mean, Turtle Island.
Nice.
Thanks. This is very close to a Pirates theme.
Inspired.
There's holes in your boat.
Yeah, that's cool. Tape and elbow grease handle.
More holes in their boat.
I wouldn't suggest that.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boarding.
Are you boarding a sinking ship?
That's a
Enemy ship. Fucking take them on.
bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Strong choice, wrong choice.
No scope accident.
All pirate life
Killed
is
all
here
of
on
them.
the
What
sea
shitty
of
teams.
Thieves. You can live yours however you want. So rally your crew.
They just get struck by
Swear
lightning.
your oaths
Yeah.
and set sail for riches and infamy. Become a pirate of legend. Just try not to be this one.
Get wrecked.
Early 2018. Okay, at least there's a release window finally.
Yeah.
And it does look like a lot of these are coming
Exclusive.
within the next year, which is
Yeah.
always good.
If it's, I always take next year as we hope.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's full
Gus
bright.
is happy.
Yeah, this is Tacoma.
Is this VR?
Oh, wow, that's soon.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Unexpectedly soon, but not unwelcome.
Is it a game about the physical representation of the Kinect version of you?
Is that Conquer?
It's so cute. Oh.
That's not Conquer.
No, it's
No,
very
but
close.
he's precious.
He's pretty close.
Oh my god, I want to be his best friend.
It's like the Sea of Thieves version of the.
Yeah, you get him, buddy.
Well, now that he killed that plant, we're all gonna die to the zombies.
Come on!
Okay, so it's not Banjo-Kazooie.
I really hope it was going to turn into Conquer. Now I'm just disappointed.
I like him though, he's cute.
They're all so fresh. Oh my god, look at the little ghosts.
This looks like the. What was that launch title for the Oculus?
Lucky's Tale.
Yeah. Awful lot like
Playful, who was at the top of his boilerplate, also made
Super Lucky's Tale.
Yep.
There you go.
Super Lucky's Tale.
Wow, Super's making a comeback.
We should have called it the Super Xbox One.
The Xbox One Super.
Bernie texted me that he realized that you can shorten Xbox One X as an acronym to just Xbox.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it the Onyx. Yeah, I'm not 5, so I'm not really.
I'm not 5, but I want it.
I don't know, I like colorful, like fun platforming puzzle games, so I'm interested, but I'll wait. I think I'll wait to learn more.
In chat, Evo Silva says, babies will love this.
It was not great as an Oculus game, but wait, as an acronym it would be
exclusive.
Because Xbox is one.
But some
XB.
people would be XB from the Xbox.
Oh, is it Cup Boy again? Or Cuphead? Sorry.
Yeah, Cuphead.
Cuphead.
For a thrilling game that will come out someday, we swear. The likes of which has never been seen before, except for previous E3s.
Jesus Christ.
Which has been seen before.
How many years has it been?
Yes, but it still wins my heart.
I do love this old school animation.
Yeah, I've loved it for the past 5 years.
It does not look like a game.
September
There you go, it's got a
29th,
date.
okay.
Development began in 2010.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Does not look like a 7-year development game. But
Well, you know, you say that, but then was it Owlboy was like 9-year development. Stardew Valley was like 4
I guess
years
it
or
does
something like that.
depend
So
on your
it's team size.
Oh. Crackdown 3.
Hello, starring Terry Crews.
Oh, I'm all about that.
They killed the power
Yes.
around the world.
Obsessed already.
We're gonna light it back
shit,
up
it's literally
because
Terry
this
Crews.
is far from over. In fact, it's only just begun. That's why we brought in you. You got the now you need the tech. Today, you throw grenades. Boom! Tomorrow, you'll be throwing cars. Forget dropping bombs.
God, I
You
love
drop
Terry Crews.
buildings. Now it's time to get to work. Time to step up your Oh yeah! Welcome to the agency!
That was cool.
That was amazing.
That was fun.
Determination to conquer all my ambitions. Headed to this position, and so my disposition. Not seeing no limits, killing the competition. Yeah, I'm a beast.
Terry loves it. Absolutely watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Actually, you are an incredible person.
Terry Crews. Yeah, activated the Terry Crews button.
I mean, I'd pay to play as Terry Crews.
That's in the $200 collector's edition only.
Okay. Here's my $200. Take it.
Some people never have trouble. That's why they don't know what the struggle is. I don't pay the cost, and they know the boss. Analyze my losses. Now taking off. I'm a beast. Now I'm released. Ready to feast. Peace, not east. I think that I'm on one. Just to keep it 100. 0 to 100. So you want to party? Are you a beast? Are you released?
I like this song, so I just shazammed it.
Ooh, what is it?
It's Feast by Chris Classic.
Now we know. This is a good song.
And bye.
November 7th, launched on Xbox One X.
That's close.
Great, so it's a launch day title for Xbox One X. That's awesome.
Beast by what classic?
Chris Classic.
And here's the rest of them. We don't have time for that.
Maybe this is the ID at Xbox montage.
Ooh. Where's Anthem?
Yeah. Fucking that microphone.
These are all the smaller games.
There's, we can expect, what? We're expecting one another 15 to 17 minutes? Yeah.
Maybe.
this looks nice. What's this? It's Call of Duty. Thank you, Asha. You're welcome. Thought this said dank lords for a second.
I thought it was drunk lords.
Oh, what?
There's a bunch of people thinking that this is the end. I don't think it is.
No, we have to see it.
So yeah, don't tune out yet. Yesterday at the EA Play conference, they did say that we've seen more of BioWare's new IP, Anthem, at this Xbox press conference. So they're going to end with that. So until you see that, it's not over.
I didn't know Hello Neighbor was coming to console.
At Xbox, it's not just about finding creative artists. It's about empowering them and nurturing them, helping shine a light on their work, making it easy for them to build and share their creations. That's why the ID at Xbox program is so important to us. The team has released over 500 games on Xbox One and Windows 10 through the ID at Xbox program. And this is not just a milestone for the program and the independent developer community. It's a milestone for everyone who loves great games. I hope you're reminded today why it's so great to be a gamer on Xbox. Action, adventure, story, skill, surprise. These next few games bring it all together. Let's start with a game whose stylistic approach alone makes it something very special.
I think we're going to see a couple of
exclusive.
Like we're in the...
This is like the
home
finale.
stretch, right.
The dark is older than the light. At last a day dawned, and we rose with this first light.
Wow, this is pretty.
But that light was a betrayal, only fleeting. In its wake, the night returned to claim us. After lifetimes, the light grows again, faint and vulnerable. We will live in the new light rather than just survive in the dark. This rebirth will end our wandering.
You guys are in trouble now. Here's the thing, it turns out you're only about this tall.
That would be cool.
Yeah, you're like 6 inches a foot. That guy was normal size.
It's like a hybrid almost between Inside and Brothers.
World
Yeah,
premiere.
it does feel like that, doesn't it? Very cool looking though. Here you go, Mika.
Oh, it's yeah, it's
Well, it's different.
the game, Chloe and
Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
I'm hella hyped.
What's replaced Hella?
Can we have a hell account in the sequel?
Yeah, we need to.
Found somebody to mend you.
Maybe a sequel to that game.
Prequel? Somebody else?
I guess we're about to find out.
I feel numb in this kingdom. I feel numb. I feel numb in this kingdom.
It is. It's a prequel. And the assets got leaked.
streams too. Don't get attached.
Episode 1 of 3.
Please welcome, from Monolith Productions, Vice President of Creative, Michael DePlatter.
I'm stoked to hear more about what they've got coming with Shadow. It's Shadow of War now.
Mark on me, but it didn't work. You burned my mind. I'll kill you. Until this moment, you have not known suffering.
I have not improved the smack talk.
I've had enough of your mouth, Bruce. So now I'm gonna kill you. For all these orcs to see.
Always said you were an optimist. Know what that is, mate? It's about sizing up a situation that's bloody impossible and saying, yeah, all right, I'll have a go. I'm exactly the same way.
Not a warm-up attack.
It's very orcish with you guys. What?
And he spikes
him.
Bruce killed the boss. Come on, lads.
In Shadow of Mordor, we introduced a way to create unique personal stories for every player. And in Shadow of War, we're expanding the Nemesis system. 2 new features we're really excited about are forging an army of followers and Nemesis fortresses. Here, we'll use the Ring of Power and recruit this Olog, Bruce the Chopper, to expand our army. Then, we're going to assault a fortress controlled by one of Sauron's overlords.
Oh, that was nasty.
Oi! Reckon you're going to skewer me. That little sword's good for a tickle, maybe. But you're gonna need more than that to take me down. Nice one, Ranger.
This has never happened to me before.
The right lord now.
Thank you, Sonya, for saying that. Is it though? I think it's the same dude.
Could be. Bright Lord, Dark Lord. Same thing, really. End result's me ripping spines out, which I like to do anyway, so either way's a win.
A fine addition to our army.
Name's Bruce. From here on out, I will be your shadow. No one gets to you without my say-so.
Don't worry about my enemies. They will all follow eventually.
You want to plant your flag in Mordor, you'll need to do it deep. There's a fortress nearby. They say it's ruled by a 2-headed troll big as a mountain and deadly smart, which, well, I guess he'd have to be given the 2 heads. You take him down, you'll send a message to Sauron and get yourself some nice new digs as part of the bargain.
I'm not going to do this alone. Gather your troops.
Will do. Oh, just make sure you let me pop his heads off, won't ya?
I like him.
So we already have a few loyal followers in our army, and recruiting Brute means we're ready to assault the fortress and overthrow the Overlord. We're enormously expanding the open world of Mordor to new regions like Saragost and Cirith Ungol. Mordor's a massive, living, breathing world filled with orc society, tribes, and wildlife, as well as stories and secrets.
You cleaved me in 2. Any other orc would have died, but I survived. More than that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger than ever. But they didn't make me into what I am. You did. You created the machine. No!
So we've just been ambushed by the machine. He's tracked us across Mordor seeking vengeance. He's one of the 7 new orc tribes we've added.
Machine will grind you to paste! I hate big sticks! Cool, finally! You dishonor the Styrians!
Instead of killing the machine, we'll dominate him, so we can take advantage of his abilities during the fortress assault.
You take out the Overlord.
But before we charge headfirst into battle, we should plan our attack and select our followers.
My black speech is a little rusty. Actually, I don't know a single word, which is a pain in the ass. But to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. Yeah, my kind of black.
Well, I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the defenders.
Define focus.
There are unlimited ways to forge your story and conquer Mordor in Shadow of War, and we can't wait to show you more this week at E3. Thank you very much.
Exclusive world premiere.
Is this what we've been waiting for? Whoa, live piano. Production value.
Wait, does he come with the game? Like, will he come to my house and play the piano?
That's the only way I'm buying
That's
it.
the collector's edition. Oh, shit. Yep. Ori and the Blind Forest sequel.
Oh my god, the tears are already starting. I played this game a couple of times, and like the first 10 minutes have me absolutely wrecked every single time. Just like sitting there, like sitting in my chair, like blubbering. It's fantastic. It's really spectacular. And so beautiful. Thank you.
Saddest owl I've ever seen.
Looking at his reflection, being like, who am I? And then his reflection says, I don't know.
Oh.
That says who?
Oh, god damn it.
Guys. It's gonna be okay.
With your little owl friend,
it's gonna be okay.
Oh no, is that owl's mama?
Oh, why is the trailer making me choke up?
It's like that Pokemon, what is it? Cubo?
Yup, Cubo. Where's the face of its dead mom? Oh no!
Here we go again! Ori and
the Will of the Wisps!
Ori, will your life ever be easy? No. Hold on, let's ask the
Ori
evil.
affirms my belief in the
I really hope it
beauty,
says no.
artistry, and heart within the art of gaming.
Yes, definitely.
We believe that games, like books, movies, and music, should be celebrated and enjoyed by countless generations. We're passionate about preserving and celebrating the games you own, the classics of the past, and the genres you love to play. That's why 2 years ago, we launched the Xbox Backward Compatibility Program to bring Xbox 360 games to your Xbox One. And we've seen tremendous growth in the program. Today, our library of games stands at 385 titles, and over half of Xbox One gamers have played a backward compatible game.
That's how I played Catherine.
But I've heard your feedback and you want more. Today, I'm pleased to announce an exciting expansion to the program.
Like I said, his Twitter avatar is the original Xbox logo.
Wow.
This is a natural expansion, though, of what they what they've been doing with it. Is like they're just trying to
Our
make it all
team
inclusive. It's
of
an
engineers are working hard to bring us some of your favorite original Xbox game to today's Xbox One library, including a fan favorite that I'm asked about often by the community, Crimson Skies.
Oh, okay. Do you like Crimson Skies now?
Now you're like, okay, I'm in.
And like the Xbox 360 games, OG games will look better and play better across the Xbox One family. We'll have more to share about this program when it launches later this year.
Jimmy Birch says, paying $500 to play an original Xbox game.
I'm proud of the library of games available today on Xbox
I'm watching
One.
the Nintendo conference.
All of them will benefit from the
Ryan.
performance and power when you play them on Xbox One X.
You see that, but hopefully.
But we won't stop there.
Because that means virtual console.
I'm excited to announce
That'd be nice.
that if you own Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, Killer Instinct, Halo Wars 2, or Minecraft, we'll be providing 4K updates to these titles for free.
Do you have to pay for other ones?
I was about to say.
And we already have over 30 titles from our third-party partners that are planning to provide free updates as part of our Xbox One X Enhanced program. Titles like Final Fantasy 15, Resident Evil 7, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Rocket League, just to name a few. This means you probably already have a large library of titles that you own today that will automatically get better on Xbox One X. Today, we showcase some of the world's greatest creators, with a lineup of different types of games for every type of gamer. We showed you the largest and most diverse lineup of new games that have ever appeared on our stage. From every corner of the globe, from developers large and small.
Anthem.
42 games, including 22 with console exclusivity on Xbox One.
Come on, hear the price. Price. Anthem.
And you're also going to be able to play all of the biggest cross-platform blockbusters on Xbox One. And every game will play great across the Xbox One family, and on Xbox One X runs every single game you've seen even better. So if you haven't joined the Xbox One family, now's the time.
Please, we're desperate.
This week, you'll find Xbox One S available in the US for $249. And on November 7th, we'll begin worldwide rollout of Xbox One X, the world's most powerful console, at $499.
$499, there it is.
Be the first to experience unrivaled power and performance on the Xbox
Well, that's
One.
because it means they're going to be losing money on every console.
And because it's already been announced.
We close today's show by looking to the future
Anthem.
with a really great partner.
Here we go.
They've been with us from the earliest days of Project Scorpio.
But not the beginning.
And they're building an incredible game that takes advantage of the power and performance of the Xbox One family and the new Xbox One X. Please welcome Patrick Sutherland, Executive Vice President, EA Worldwide Studios.
Okay, this is
comes
Anthem. Gus, sweet beat, get you pumped.
He ditched the jacket.
New IP.
Serious.
It's the lifeblood of our industry.
Less serious.
It's also risky. At EA, we have teams dreaming up a lot of projects, and only the greatest will make it their way to you. And that's okay. It's all a part of the creative process. And it's worth it, because when you find something special, there's no better feeling as a developer than introducing players to a brand new world. And as a player, there's no better feeling than losing yourself in a completely new experience. Our developers at BioWare have been creating something truly special. A huge open world that is lush, savage, mysterious, and ever-changing. Filled with interesting characters and new types of gameplay you'll enjoy with your friends for years to come. This is what's possible when we take an extraordinary vision and combine it with the latest technologies and hardware. Amazing concepts become possible. Great ideas become reality. So here we are.
Show us your game.
And we are so excited to share this with all of you. On behalf of the team at BioWare, let's see what this game looks like running on an Xbox One X.
Yes.
Here's John Warner from BioWare to show you Anthem.
Show us things. Yes.
Hi, I'm
Capture
Joner, game director for
in-game,
Anthem.
real time, great.
Here is the world premiere of Anthem's gameplay.
Okay, so that opening splash did say it's captured in-game in real time. So it's, which is different than in-engine. And it looks cool so far. The first 2 seconds.
Got a pretty good starting point.
Fraxley.
Listen, there's trouble. Big trouble.
What did you do?
Mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe...
Unbelievable.
You're right. It was stupid. I'm sorry. But they're still out there. Somewhere. If you could just bring them back. Anything you need.
In the world of Anthem, you and your friends are freelancers, the heroes who leave the safety of the walls of Fort Tarsus to explore the unknown and protect humanity. Let's join 2 players as they head out on an expedition.
Multiplayer? Hey, Paul. You ready to go?
We're just grabbing some supplies. Just about ready.
What are you going to use today?
I decided to go with the Colossus.
I'm going to use my Ranger. Try out some new upgrades.
Can someone explain to me how they have the capability to do faces like this and we still ended up with Andromeda?
Actually, we did a news story on that.
Every player will own an array of exosuits we call Javelins. These suits give players superhuman abilities and are heavily customizable so they look and play how you want.
Bam. Looking good. Nice. You've got a mortar equipped.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way, I'll follow.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends. Each Javelin exosuit has its own unique playstyle. The Ranger is balanced and all-purpose, while the Colossus is a tanking powerhouse.
All right. Let's see what's up here.
The world of Anthem is hostile, and threats can come from any direction. This dynamic world where the unexpected is around every corner.
Yeah, he seems like a problem for another day.
fire from up ahead.
I'll go low. You flank.
That's a sweet suit. I want a suit like that, right? It's so good.
Hang in there. Almost there.
Nice.
Have you been in there yet?
I haven't.
So there's like a ranger and a
Let's do that later with Kim.
Colossus.
You could use the XP. Hello, treasure.
There's sun rays.
I think we got some action ahead.
Anyone, we're under attack. Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
I think that's part of Praxis' mission.
You can equip your Javelin exosuit with gear that brings devastating power to combat.
From Zero Dawn.
Ooh, fire mechanics.
Oh, there are a lot of scars down there. Oh, the scars have a heavy.
Have time to use that mortar. Give me some covering fire. There's a bunch more coming in.
Okay, I'll get this round.
Yo.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Legit.
Oh, come on. Be something good. Oh, yes! Jerry's rat.
Oh, nice.
Large-scale world events like Shaper Storms are dynamic and pull you off the beaten path with the promise of new stories to discover.
Oh, Shaper Storm incoming. Okay, actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm right behind you. Whoa. This storm is getting crazy. So what are we supposed to do?
That's not how you talk
Fly into it?
All right, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Our story is out there.
This is like what I wish Andromeda was.
Well, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you feel about all the fake player interaction?
I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world. It's like The Division all over again.
Yep.
I was thinking it's like a movie style comment.
Yeah. Because like, that's how no one speaks while playing a game.
So that was the end.
Yes.
That was the end. Because now they're running. Now they're running like Forza and the Xbox. So this is like a cooldown. This is a cooldown montage.
Yeah. Remember all that cool stuff we showed you?
Here it is again.
In case you forgot, because it's been 2 hours. They weren't wrong about it being longer though. This was
Hour 45?
This was let's see. No, yes, hour 45. Here. I don't know. Sorry, I was counting from like when we started, and I was like, it's over 2 hours. But still, almost double their normal time.
I'm just impressed with the fact that they said we're going to give you games, and gosh dang it, they did.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, they did after a while, but I don't know how many they were
Yeah, I should have written a bunch of like the whole list down.
I had my notepad. I just got so enthralled watching everything. That's it. Get back to us. Right?
Yeah.
People are hyped. I guess they felt the
burning.
power.
Yay.
We are back
Burn
here
to
on
burn.
YouTube Live E3, and I'm
He was
joined
sitting
by,
here.
And now he's
Reaver,
there.
Joe Morrow, Angry Joe, and Andrew Renee. That was the
jerk.
Xbox
Just
One
heckling
X
him
press
from here.
conference.
Yeah,
All right,
there's
yeah, get back to us. Bernie can go sit on it.
Yeah.
He is. He's sitting
He's
on
sitting
the
on a couch.
Subtly.
That's true.
We can still hear
Like
him.
at this moment.
It's
So
like
again-
he's still in the room.
I think Anthem looked really cool. I think it lived up to some of this pre-hype that we've had. You know, looking forward to it. Again, who knows where they are in development, though? Who knows how much of that's going to get cut or scaled down, or what it's going to actually look like when it finally.
I never trust it when they have.
It says they're optimistically shooting for 2018. So theoretically, they're within a year of launch.
So we're saying fall 2019.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
January 2020.
Maybe.
Okay, now you're pushing it.
I mean, if they can
No,
hit
they're
2018, fantastic.
Yeah.
But with something ambitious like that, I mean, until we get at least one slip, I'm not going to trust the date.
Well, I mean, we don't know how ambitious it is until we know more about the scope of the game. I mean,
Right,
at
like
the
they
moment-
teased some MMO, open world aspects to it, but there's really no depth or explanation as to
it was
Does
how
it have
deep
a
that
story?
goes.
Does it? Is there single player mode? Is it only multiplayer?
All right, you know
make
what?
it feel like it.
I'm actually going to start. We're not going to have our super fancy integrations until Tuesday, but that's not going to stop me from starting a straw poll to see what you
Ooh.
guys see if you guys were impressed by the conference or not.
Yeah, how do you feel? Oh, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I think after Andromeda, hopefully that they'll really take their time and not try to rush something out the door to meet a date and finish it and really make sure it all looks nice.
I don't know. It's that kind of game. When you show me a trailer or that kind of trailer, it just gives me a bad taste in my mouth because I think back to how the Division went. 'Cause that was the exact same thing they did with the Division, where it's like, here's this big immersive world. Things are messed up. You've got your friends. Here they are talking to each other. Tacoing to each other? Here they are talking to each other.
But
It's
also
like,
tacoing,
I'm
because
dropping
who
in
wants
right
to go
now.
for tacos?
I got my iPad. Now I'm a drone flying over you. Look at me closing the door.
Oh, and they ended up cutting that entirely.
And all that's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how much of that is going to make it to the product?
True. Yeah. I mean, we have a long way to go, and they say that it's rendered in engine, but they're
We
gonna
don't
have
know
they're gonna
yet.
have to end up making this game for many different platforms and not just like a high-end target. Like they probably are running that. I don't know. It's the Xbox conference, so maybe it's on a Xbox One X. I was gonna say maybe it's probably on a PC.
Here's the interesting thing, though, I think, about having this extra console now kind of in the mix, the Xbox One X. Oh, that's so much of a mouthful.
You'll get used to it.
Just call it the Xbox.
Yeah.
We got to
then-
be more
then-
specific.
Okay, then call it the Onyx.
I like the Onyx.
We might go with Onyx. I could go with Onyx.
Onyx is
I could
very
get on
like
board with that.
easily stayable.
Anyway,
It's also
new
black
new
and
Xbox. It is tiny and black. It's
It's me! I'm the Xbox One X!
at least your name is short. I like that.
Mika.
Yes, they should have taken a lesson
It
from
should be the Xbox Mika. I'm tiny and black, just like it. Anyway.
But what I think the strength of this that's going to spill over into the other titles is it's really going to drive the Play Anywhere stuff because you're already making it function on two consoles. Making it then function on the PC is probably just pretty simple at that point. I mean, there's going to be problems, but if it works in... I think that the X is going to be their stepping stone to making Play Anywhere actually something that people will do.
Right. Not many people use Play Anywhere now, do they?
Well, it's not that many titles.
It seems like the bulk of it's internal first-party stuff because
Yeah.
obviously they're trying to drive it and push it.
Halo Wars, Gears of War,
Right.
Recore.
All the ores.
Lots of ores.
Lots
yeah.
of ores.
Good observation. Yeah.
I mean, I just think I found it surprising. I wasn't planning on buying a Scorpio. Like, I was like, I don't need it. Or, I'm sorry, Onyx. But after this presentation, I'm like, well, there goes my $500. Like,
Yeah, why? What about it?
What sold you? Because I'm still...
Really? I think what sold me is I'm an absolute slut for graphics. Like, just seeing all of those beautiful smoke effects and water effects.
The
all
real
that.
reason that Mika's going to get it is because she just wants to see her husbandos in Final Fantasy 15.
I do. I want to see Gladio's abs glisten in 4K. But
Do you have a 4K TV at home?
no.
But
I'm planning on getting one.
Super
though.
sampling will
But
still show you a benefit.
So, like, we shoot a lot of content in 4K, even if we end up releasing it in 1080, because it does make a difference in how it looks.
I mean, essentially, you're getting kind of a discount anti-aliasing effect by super sampling.
Right.
Hi.
Hey, what? Come here, girlfriend.
Come on.
Do we have a handheld?
You
it's okay.
You know?
I don't want to stay. I just.
Oh.
Hey guys.
How many shots have you done?
Oh, I'm.
How are you? Are you all
Yeah,
alive?
how's it looking in the other room?
I'm not at all inebriated. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
You're not.
Are you the only survivor of the other room? Is it?
I think James may be a little, and Lawrence is screaming a lot.
Well,
Yeah, he's a
that's,
good
I mean, that's
screamer or
just
bad
everyday
screamer?
Lawrence, right?
It's Lawrence screaming.
How are my boys? Are they still alive?
They're good. Yeah.
They're good?
Jeff didn't drink, and
Well, Jeff wouldn't, but Jeremy is probably naked.
Jeremy's maybe worse than Jack.
Yeah.
But not
that
bad.
doesn't
He's not
surprise me.
bad.
Okay.
So for those who are watching on these streams, Funhouse is also doing a stream, and it's a stream / drinking game.
To it. At least you want to sit in my seat and I'll go visit those guys?
Oh, Gus,
yeah,
there we
we'll
go. Gus is good. Yeah,
Switch
and then we do a
crazies.
little cross promotion there.
This is our
Oh,
exchange
Gusaroo.
program.
Our Funhouse the Nose Change program.
I wanted to vote to send someone over here, like a bachelor, like.
Oh, hey, can we auction someone off?
I want it. Yeah, I was hoping it would be me.
And so you just left.
Yeah, and then instead I just we stopped. So I'm like, I'm just gonna come over. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like interrupt. Or,
No, we're just we're
just talking
honestly
about
we're just yakking about the
Onyx.
conference so far, and whether the Scorpio is worth the investment. I mean, sorry, the Onyx.
We've decided to call it that because Xbox One X
It's a
is
lot-
too much
it's-
words.
Yeah, it's less of a mouthful. It's just the Onyx. Plus, it sounds like smooth.
Yeah.
And cool.
And we inserted a Y there that maybe didn't come from anywhere.
No, but it's we're doing the E instead of the Y. We're doing like that creative spelling that people do with their kids.
Gotcha.
It's like Apple APPL.
I still say Xbone for Xbox
Mhm.
One
Yeah.
abbreviated, but now we'll say like Xbonics. Like I'm hooked on Xbonics.
I'm hooked on
Ah, there you go.
I'm a big fan.
Now I'm expecting it to just turn up and be like, "Yo."
Yeah.
Exponent. Ryan,
Let me
Yes.
teach you how to
you
read.
can technically be called the tech guy, right? Like Ryan the tech guy, I guess. You know a lot about.
Don't
Tech.
put that on me.
I'm
The
not gonna put
internet
that
will
on you.
bury
All right.
me.
Well,
I'll give it a shot though.
is it ridiculous of me to say? Because like part of the reason I bought the Switch was because I wanted to invest in new technology because I know that it's
Okay.
going to be, I don't want to say the console of the future, but it's going to be very useful as the time goes on. I feel like that's how.
She's
Just poking Aaron. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel like that's a reason that I want to buy the Onyx is because even if I don't have a 4K TV right now because I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment.
That's no excuse.
Sorry, let me just live on the street with my 4K TV.
Good excuse.
Don't worry, it'll keep you warm at night.
That's true, it will. I don't need central heating. I just need to cuddle up by my 4K TV.
Well, you live in
8K
Texas too,
curved,
so you
and
just
you
don't
can
need.
see it from anywhere in your apartment.
And I can crawl inside of its arms.
And at night you just like lay it down over top of you.
There you go.
Instant shelter.
Perfect, you're right. But even though I don't have that now, and even though it may not, change my life, I feel like I'm investing for the future.
So you're future-proofing.
I'm future-proofing
your
myself.
console life.
My console life, knowing that like I do game every day. I do invest in my Xbox. I do love my consoles because I'm not a PC gamer. I don't know how to build a PC. It's intimidating to me personally. I also don't have like $2,000 to drop on a PC. So I feel like this would be me future-proofing myself, if that makes sense. So that's honestly why it sold me.
It's interesting. I mean, it's a rough time to make that assertion
Yeah.
because they didn't fare well with the Xbox One as compared to Sony. And I don't know if they've really made up any ground with this or not. I mean, 4K gaming is basically what's driving this whole hardware update.
Which is
refresh.
weird though, because honestly, like 4K doesn't have a whole lot of penetration yet. It's something like maybe 8% of TVs do 4K now. Like
Right.
that's still like coming. So it's a little bit weird that it's like the talking point, considering most TVs can't do it. But it's like the future. And so anyone who's trying to future-proof their console hardware is like, oh, well, I need that one for when I get the shiny 4K. That will keep me warm.
That will keep me warm at night.
I feel like the underbreath part of the statement is the most exciting part, where it's like 4K 60 frames per second. Like, well, no, that's the good
that's
part.
the important part.
frames.
Yeah,
give me that part.
Like I was talking to a few friends who I often game with about, are we going to get Scorpios, are we not? And what he was so adamant about was like, no, but 60 frames per second. Like, screw the graphics. I just want smooth gameplay. Like, that's incredible to me. And like, I agree. That's awesome.
Does the 1S like run with like secure fidelity at 60 frames? Like 'cause that,
No.
that 250 price point is like pretty good if you don't have an Xbox now.
No, it's I think it's not that much more powerful than the original Xbox One.
Yeah, it's clocked up just a touch, but I don't think there's any game that actually
runs at 60.
Shows any kind of. Well, they definitely, if it was locked to 30 before, it has not been unlocked for the S.
Oh, okay.
I feel bad for anyone with a lisp because there's the Xbox One S and the Xbox One X.
I think it's going to be confusing for a lot of people, especially if come Christmas and they're going to buy their kids a console.
Right, like a mom calling Walmart saying I want the Xbox One X, and then she winds up with an Xbox One S. Who didn't think this through?
Or they're talking on the phone and that person says, "Oh, the Xbox One S," and she goes, "Yeah, that's the one." Like, it's just, I don't know, it's very close.
Yeah.
Even the sizes are. It's like if you're a real novice and just looking at the two of them, it's like, well, give me the bigger one because that's probably the better one.
Yeah. Right. I feel like they should have taken the one out. It should just be the Xbox X.
Oh yeah, that could work.
Like the one is what's making it confusing.
There are too many modifiers.
Yeah. Xbox,
Hey,
Xbox
at least
One,
it's not
Xbox One X.
At least it's not like the new 3DS XL.
Oh my God.
Oh,
it's
the new
coming.
3DS XL Super. Isn't that what it is? And then there's the 2DS XL and the 2DS Nova Prime and the 3D4 Super Mario Galaxy.
To be honest with you guys, not to derail the Xbonics chat, but I really just came in here to scream Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh my God!
Because I was so happy about that game.
That came up and I immediately went, oh.
But Ashley, that means someone's gonna hurt Ori again.
I know.
He has to go through some drama.
Send that to broadcast.
I know.
How do I send that to broadcast? Do I put it in creative?
Slash.
I hoped that it was coming. I saw the leaked screens and title, which ended up being true. But man, like, just goosebumps. I'm so excited.
I mean, the Ori and the Blind Forest was, I played it a couple different times because it's so good to go back to. It's beautiful every time. The only one that I absolutely hated was and it's because I decided to 100% it like an asshole on my first playthrough. And the one that I hated the most was it was the water temple of Ori and the Blind Forest. It was like that water one where you have to like go up like the waterfalls or something and you have to like escape in time.
Yeah.
And that escaping at the end while also trying to get the collectibles on the way out was an absolute nightmare.
That was
it
just
was
tough
all
on its own.
so worth it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just getting out was hard.
But I did love those kind of like Rayman Legends-esque like music and just like those running sequences where those are great. So good.
Oh God! You sure you haven't been drinking?
I'm not drunk.
You had an Ori seizure there.
I'm just excited. And I also never sit in this chair on Dude Soup.
Where do you sit?
Whose chair
I
is
just
that?
sit in the middle. Bruce sits over here. That's why it's so warm.
Get your butt all
Yeah.
You gotta mark it as your territory.
Was there a clear winner for the other room?
I feel like Jeremy and James probably drank or have been drinking the most, but Gus is in there now, so who knows?
You think he'll
Who knows?
catch
He
up?
might
like
come back.
anything could happen. If I swear to God, if Funhouse sends the Cheese Master back to us,
No,
we're all in
not the
huge
Cheese Master.
trouble.
Oh goodness. I think my favorite game reveal, I mean, obviously was Assassin's Creed.
Really, more than.
Really?
I honestly, like, I've been waiting for a new good, I put the emphasis on good Assassin's Creed for a while now. A while. And just seeing I feel like they took that year off because they're honestly gonna care a lot about this game. And that's what I'm most pumped, other than Destiny, to get on the floor and like get my hands on, is gonna be Assassin's Creed, because I can tell that they're putting a lot of love and care into the franchise again. And also Egypt, like, freaking love Egypt. I am Egypt, Egyptian.
There you go.
That wasn't a sentence.
I am Egypt. That's actually the tagline of Assassin's Creed now. I am Egypt.
So it's like, I don't know. It's super exciting. I'm excited to see where the whole origin story, like you were asking, are the Templars going to come back? If it's
come from,
like where the Templars going to originate? What the dude was talking about Anubis. Like, are they going to bring in some gods? Is it going to be like Final Fantasy 15? Will there be summons?
It would be the first time there've been supernatural elements to that series. I mean, the whole. Well, it turns out it's aliens. Spoiler.
Kind of.
It's aliens.
Aliens.
But yeah, because there was a giant freaking snake, and that doesn't seem natural.
No, that they had those.
Oh,
back
they just
then.
had those
Yeah,
back in ancient Egypt.
Just leftover dinosaurs.
It's what's left over. Yeah, it's like they killed them off, and that's why we don't have them now.
That's why Indiana Jones hates snakes, is
Right.
he ran into one of those on a dig, and it's
And now he's just scarred for life.
well, now he's really old and
That's
can't make a
true.
good movie. But
We'll see. We don't know.
so will we?
I think
Shut up,
Harrison
Ryan.
Ford's just doing like the death circuit. He's just going back and playing all of his iconic characters
And getting
to kill
them all killed off.
Yeah, that's smart.
He's like, I'm gonna retire in a couple of years. I'm just gonna go through the gauntlet.
Because then he can
wipe them
retire
all
in
out.
peace, and no one's gonna call him and be
Yeah.
like, Harrison, we have a great idea. And he's just,
Because they
"Fuck you."
can't, and then nobody else can be cast in his character. Because
That's
right.
You know what?
Well, except for the
That's
young
smart.
Harrison Ford movie.
Right.
Yeah. Damn, young Indiana Jones.
And that's the kid from Hail Caesar, right?
I don't know.
That was such a weird avant-garde movie.
A super weird movie, but I think he was the guy who in that movie played like the young Western.
Oh yeah.
The one who, when he sat down for like the British Comedy of Manners, was like, "If only 'twere so simple."
What was his name? Robbie or something?
I have
something like that.
no idea. That's the extent of what I remember about that movie. That and Channing Tatum's dance number.
That was an amazing
That was
dance
good.
number.
My favorite thing was darn old moon. Moon.
That was it was like just a weird acid trip of a film.
It's a big
With George Clooney.
amalgamation.
Yeah.
Classic Hollywood stuff is cool.
What about you guys? Favorite games?
I had a list.
reveal?
I mean, Ori was like the one where I saw it and went,
True.
But I also consider that more of an indie. So if we're looking at some of the more mainstream titles, Crackdown is a standout. I thought
Brought
that
to you
looked
by
cool.
Terry
But
Crews.
also like Terry Crews is such a great like hype man that I could have not seen anything and still been like, game of the show, yeah.
That's true.
Terry loves Crackdown.
Terry loves Crackdown. Terry loves grenades.
It's like, Terry, please stop referring to yourself in the third person. Your character in this name is not Terry.
No, Terry is always Terry. Terry will always be Terry.
And then, so I liked that. I mean, I think Anthem looks promising.
Yes.
That's so far out though.
I'm curious. I'm curious about Sea of Thieves, but I just
That
don't
game already
really
exists
play
as Black
on.
Wake.
Yeah, and I don't really play a lot of online games these days.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know what that will hold for me. Like, am I gonna get a crew together to like? Can I have a ship without a crew?
We can do a no crew.
Yeah.
We'll join you
We
in
should,
battle.
that's what we should do, a big, like, Pirates of the Caribbean 3 when all the different pirate worlds show up.
I think this is a
we
great
should have
idea.
an achievement hunter, like,
faction.
You know,
ship.
that,
and
you know
then
that
Funhouse
that
and the
boat's gonna
No.
immediately sink.
No, it's-
and
yeah,
then
it's-
like, and then it's just gonna be like Ryan there, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
all dead guys like like
How'd all
Davy
these
Jones.
BB guns get on the ship? Ryan standing.
And it sank under the weight of all the egos.
What was that fantasy waifu simulator game?
Fantasy.
Oh,
you mean
you're thinking.
Black Sand?
Thank you.
Is that, did I say
Black,
that?
no, Black
something.
Desert.
Black
Black
Desert.
Desert, sorry.
Black
There's
Sands?
sand in the desert.
There is sand
Yeah,
in the
Black
desert.
Desert. So that's the one. That's already on PC.
Apparently, there's a character creator that you can like look at and stuff that already exists, and I'm pretty pumped about that. But I'm excited for 4K waifus. I'm very predictable, aren't I?
This should be a Twitter account, 4K waifus. Just upload all
I should
these.
just upload gorgeous high-res 4K waifus. I'm gonna see if that's
That
taken.
you can't even look at.
All right, so let's see.
I'll get a 4K TV for that.
Quick
just get a
schedule
4K
update
monitor.
for everyone asking. Bethesda. Bethesda's going to be a little while. Bethesda starts at 9 p.m. Pacific.
Bethesda, why you do?
Yeah,
So
so,
we're
it's
just gonna
9
take a
p.m.
nap.
Pacific. It starts at midnight Eastern time, which is just crazy. Pretty much, sorry,
Ooh.
like they were like Europe.
Come
we
on,
don't really
stroke
like
of
Europe,
midnight
whatever.
though. If you're somewhere where they're not doing the conference, sounds prophetic.
Yeah. It's on their home turf.
Right.
In Maryland.
Not close.
It's stroke of midnight.
There you go.
So that's gonna start. But in the meantime, I think when he gets back and sobers up, Gus is gonna spin up the Battlegrounds community server. So that'll be fun. And we've got some games here to play as well. I'm kind of tempted to try to Postmates a bow and arrow and see how accurate Gus really is.
I mean, we can make that happen.
We
once
can
get
bring
back
mine
to
from home.
You have a bow and arrow at home?
I used to train in Olympic archery.
Okay, well, I was thinking more like the darts kind.
Oh,
because
so not the one with my titanium arrows.
We technically
I don't think we should give a
have to
drunk
give
Gus
this set.
titanium arrows.
Definitely
Also
not.
that.
But also we have to give this set back to Funhouse, and I
Oh.
think they'd prefer if it had not a lot of holes.
Also, it has a draw weight of 150, and I don't know if Gus could do that drunk.
I don't know
long
if
as-
he's got that.
If nothing happens to our copy of We Bought a Zoo, then anything else is
Dude,
fine.
I'm
glue it
digging
to the wall?
I'm digging the We Bought a Zoo. Is this
That's what Steven Subject
brought in,
us,
right?
'cause he's
So-
What is that?
Is the copy of it
artful-
actually in there, or is it?
think it is.
drawing on the wall.
Just like nail it to the
Sonic
wall.
the Hedgehog with a penis, I think?
and a bubble butt.
I don't know. Do you want me to text James and tell him to send Gus back in? Because I can do that anytime you want.
No, we're good. We're good. We like you more anyway.
That's true. Did you guys go through some of like the smaller indie stuff?
Not
Or is
yet.
That not what people want to hear.
No,
That's
no.
all I made notes about.
Well, what jumped out at you from the smaller indie stuff?
Besides Ori, that is.
I've been digging everything that Annapurna Interactive has been showing, all of their like published catalog so far. Like they just did What Remains of Edith Finch, and they've got Gorgoa coming out. But The Artful Escape, and then
That looked cool.
Yeah, and Ashen were like the two Annapurna, which I was just like surprised that they had two in the press conference. But Artful Escape looked really neat.
They didn't really show much about it. There was the guy running, and then he guitared his way out of existence.
Yeah.
Into a weird, like, meta landscape of sort of like what basically the 70s must have been like, I assume.
Yeah.
Or 60s. I'm not exactly sure which time frame where there was the most mind-inducing drugs.
There were a lot of really psychedelic-looking indie games, because then The Last Night was the that looked
one.
beautiful. That was kind of like that 2.5D,
Yeah.
and it had pixel, like HD and pixel combination. I was just super impressed by that because it started and it was like, oh, this kind of looks like every trope of every other indie game.
And then the pixels show up.
And the pixels, and you're like, oh no. But then it's doing different new things, and
no, it was a cool mix. I think too, there was that whole montage of the indie titles, and it went through a lot of things really quickly, and I'd see one and go, ooh, but then it was on to the next one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go over those a little bit more in depth to I think make a top list.
Yeah.
But pretty much all of the indie stuff they showed looks very promising, which I mean makes sense. They're probably not going to spend a lot of time focusing on the ones that they don't think are going to hit.
Yeah, because the only other one in the montage that jumped out at me, because I've done the demo, is Observer, which is from the Layers of Fear team.
Okay.
So I had played that, and I am excited, but I have that like background frame of reference knowledge for it. And like Cuphead, but Cuphead we've been waiting for.
The fact that we got
so long.
this year release date, I'm like, yes, that's what, September?
Yeah, it was.
I think it
we'll
was.
see.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
It's got some color.
It's finally coming.
Now there was some colors in the shots.
And for you guys for chat, let us know which of the indie titles you thought looked really cool. Which ones you're most excited about? Because we are checking out chat, and I want to know.
Did you talk about the one that was Blade Runner-y but not?
Yeah, The Last Night.
No.
Last Night, yeah.
Damn it, I came in late.
And a quick update, too, because I put out a straw poll in the chat to see if you guys thought the conference was any good or not. And 52% of you said you are impressed by it. 19% said you're not impressed by it. And 28% of you said butts.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Butts.
Butts.
Curious.
The real dark horse candidate. I feel like it's gonna take it at the end.
The Xbox
Everyone loves
Butts,
butts.
yeah,
Everyone loves
is
butts.
the new console that I'm waiting for
Xbox
personally.
One butts.
Xbox One Butts. Also, someone stole 4K waifus before I could get it, and then they tweeted at me, and I'm like, no, come on.
Now they're gonna ransom it.
Well, here's unless
we need
they
no budget.
A squatting Twitter name.
They can have it as long as they tweet you a 4K waifu every day, right?
Yeah, you hear that? Whoever stole 4K waifus, one gorgeous waifu per day, and you can have it. It's fine.
You may have just taken all the work out of it. You've created something without
Now I
having
can
to
just
actually
sit
do
back, relax, and collect my bounty.
Yeah.
Good. You know what looked really awesome, but it was so early on in the show that then it gets out of my memory buffer is Metro.
Oh yeah, Metro.
Oh, yeah.
Metro looked great.
It looked so cool. There were smoke details and stuff.
Well, but also it's post-apocalyptic, but then there was color and everything. The detail was awesome.
A
the
mole
giant
bear?
Mole gorilla bear thing was really cool.
I mean, it was clearly some version of Vole, please.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Sorry, yes, the vole.
I can't back that up. I don't know anything about zoology.
Is it going to continue? Is it a new
Have you played the
timeline?
previous Metro?
I played a little bit of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely did not play. What was it? Last Light?
It was Metro
Last Light.
Last Light, yeah.
Definitely did not play Metro, but it looks nice.
It was single player or multiplayer, correct?
I don't remember them
Wait, which
even
one?
saying that there was multiplayer. I don't think Metro traditionally has had multiplayer. Has
Really?
it? I have not played the series.
Okay.
Let me
so
look
I
up.
speak from total ignorance.
Gotcha.
Also, I think they have.
Oh no, it
super
was
mutant
just single
elephants.
player because they
Not
said at the beginning. They said
Yeah.
A few years ago, this single player launched with us, and I don't know why I have this accent. 7 years ago.
Ashley, you haven't read the books by any chance, have you?
No, I haven't. You?
No. But I do like.
It's got an expanded universe.
I've always wanted an
in fact,
expanded gaming universe that I can tap
have you
into,
never
but-
read the Assassin's Creed books?
Elise? They're Assassin's Creed books?
Yes, Ryan.
I mean, I've read the Halo books. I'm that kind of nerd, but I haven't gone
I
down
feel like
the
Assassin's Creed expanded universe is just history.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, wait, you're so right.
So why do Assassin's Creed books exist?
The thing I like about the Metro books, even though I haven't read them, is that the Metro games are based on the Metro books in a similar way that the Witcher games are based on the Witcher books. Right. But unlike Andrzej Sapkowski, who wrote the Witcher books, the guy who wrote the Metro books is like, fuck yeah, these games are rad. I love these games. Let me know what I can do to support these games. Like, he's all in. He's super supportive.
Meanwhile.
Which I love, because then you have the flip side of it, which is Sapkowski being like, I made these games popular, also fuck them.
Yeah.
But that's also because he apparently sold the license for like $4,000.
Oh no.
and didn't want any royalties because he figured the games would fail.
Whoops.
Oh, man.
And then he's like, but it is me who is the one who made them the way they are. And it's
You know
like,
what,
dude.
though? I understand the frustration because he says that people will come up to him all the time and think that his books are based on the games. And he gets really salty about that, which I understand.
Yeah.
Because if you make something and then everyone thinks that something else made something and you're the one doing derivative work, you'd be like, hey, fuck you, buddy.
It's like if someone came up to Bernie and was like, or like someone went up to Halo and was like, man, I love the Halo game based on the
Red
RBB.
versus Blue.
Yeah, I get it though, because I feel like probably the traditional trajectory is game and then books, adapted from the game. Like I read the BioShock Rapture book because I was like,
that exists.
Yeah, it's not great, but I was just like, I need more material and.
Yeah, everyone's saying Metroid was not multiplayer. I think there was, or Metroid.
If only.
Metro was not multiplayer, but I think there was a mod. I think there was a multiplayer mod.
Thinking of.
And then some people here saying State of Decay 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The trailer wasn't amazing, but
you're right. Like, it showed some things that it's a kind of trailer that it was good if you know more about the first game and you know the sort of experience that you got with the first game, and then you can extrapolate the details from the trailer into like what the experience is going to be based on what you know of the first game. If you don't really have any sort of grounding knowledge, then it could be difficult. I'm not sure if it's like the best trailer to communicate really like what the game is, because it kind of just looks then more like just a generic zombie survival game. But the experience of the first State of Decay was like so unique, and the idea that like, yeah, your dude can die and then you got to be another dude.
Oh, is that the?
It's got permadeath, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, like your survivors can die, and then you just like you're gonna have to work, like with other
You
survivors.
just become a different one from your group.
Interesting.
I think for me, it's like you've got to do something pretty unique with a game in the zombie genre now to make it stand out and just feel like because we were watching that trailer and we were right away we were like, is this State of Decay 2? I don't like. Sure, maybe, probably. Who
but
cares?
like it's a zombie something.
Yeah.
They actually have a much better trailer for it up on. Again, I just had looked at their website a couple days ago. They have a much better trailer for it up on their website. I think probably what we're seeing there was more of that. Okay, guys, we're pushing this whole 4K thing with awesome textures and stuff. Can you just give us a bunch of gameplay footage from inside the actual engine, and not make it trailery? Because it was just kind of dragged on with just shots of in-game footage that was kind of eh.
All right, hold
Also,
on,
like-
2 seconds, Bernie calling.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Are we getting called from the Jeff Keighley show?
Like Elise was saying, I feel like between State of Decay and
we put
like
him back on the screen?
now, we have Dying Light came out.
And that kind of had a new interesting dynamic
Yeah.
to it with the
grappling
day-night
hooks and
cycle
the
and
stuff like that.
Yeah.
How many more zombie games have we had in between?
We haven't had a Left 4 Dead 3, which is kind of the only
That would be
zombie
so
game that I think I would get. That and maybe like Days Gone looks cool.
Yeah. It's just like the zombie genre has been so, and not in a bad way, like it's just been
Well,
done
it's a new zombie every day,
lot.
basically.
Yeah.
It's even you can tell that zombies have permeated our gaming culture so much because as soon as VR became a thing, there were 1,000 zombie games on VR.
Everything
too.
was zombie.
It's always the first to be on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who you guys need to get your boy James Williams in here? Because he was super hyped for Dragon Ball.
Oh my God, James, come and talk to us about Dragon Ball. Come talk to the
I
Weebs.
texted him. I don't know if he's gonna see it.
I'm
but,
so pumped about Dragon
They look
Ball.
like they've gone to like, well, I mean,
It's 2D. We haven't had a
It looked
2D
2D.
Dragon Ball.
That's what he was excited about. I
Yeah.
mean, me personally, I'm just indifferent, I suppose.
I could care less.
But yeah, he was.
I also really
excited.
like the cell shaded art style of this. Like, I'm down for it because the
Well, what else do you
Xenoverse.
do with Dragon Ball?
Well, I mean, like, because there's lots of fighting games, like the Naruto fighting game is ish. The art style is okay. It's a little too flat for me. Not flat literally. It's
Okay.
3D, but like, I like this dynamic style that they have for Dragon Ball. And I was not. I know it's kind of unpopular hot take. I'm not a fan of the 3D Dragon Ball fighting games. Like flying in the sky is not for me.
It was a little weird when they went to that.
Yeah.
I mean, after making so many 2D games, I could see how they were like, well, let's evolve the thing to something new.
Right.
And it was okay. I mean, I think they started out with what, Budokai 3? I forget.
Was that the first 3D one?
Budokai 2 was 2D.
Right,
I believe.
so
And
then I think
3
you're
was,
right.
they may have gone to where you could at least move around the ring.
Right, which is what they do with Naruto games. Naruto is kind of like that's the extent of its 3D is the dynamic like foreground and background.
After
moving
Budokai
around.
3, Budokai 3 actually kind of worked. They just went off the deep end. Then it just became completely 3D. And Budokai 3 was like 2D, but you could still navigate in a 3D space.
Right.
Which a lot of fighting games do, that whole like sidestep thing to move around.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, no, you're free. And people just started flying all over the place, and it was impossible to have a good fight.
It's true.
Gus, you want to sit in this chair?
You
Not yet. I'm getting Battlegrounds ready.
How many shots
Okay,
have you
sure.
had so far?
More than one.
Okay.
Okay.
Gus,
Are we
coming
getting
alive.
Battlegrounds? Should I get my computer out? I mean, oh, good. Do we have power?
I do.
Get wrecked, Ryan.
I need more power.
Hey Gus, are you heading
Yay,
to our
there's a
office?
3-tap right behind there.
Are you heading to our office?
Oh, no, I'm
okay.
working on setting
Never
some stuff
mind.
We're going to start playing for me. You're trying to escape. Elise made a mistake. She's
There-
like, I'm stuck here now.
There was. Oh wait, have you guys talked about Life is Strange 2 yet?
No, but we
Well, you
should. Oh my
mean
goodness.
Life is Strange 0.5?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it is
3
technically 0.5.
episodes and it's prequel.
So, do you think they're getting
excited.
rid of all the supernatural element of it?
I mentioned on our stream, like, I wonder if there will be supernatural elements, and then something will just happen that something happens to her that she forgets. She's her,
Is she like
her,
butterfly effects?
Yeah,
and just like
yeah.
shorts her brain out
her
before
brain
she does
is
it?
wiped or something, and so she doesn't remember all the stuff that happened. I love though getting to see all that story with Rachel.
I'm so excited for their backstory.
Or it's like an even separate, like, alternate path that could have happened or
Right.
something like that.
Are you concerned that they might retcon in some stuff that might change how you look at the original story?
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
I didn't even think of. Are you coming back here? Okay.
Bye.
It's kind of like, did you ever read Ender's Game?
Yeah, I big Ender's Game fan.
And then when he came back around and did Ender's Shadow, there was a lot of stuff that he kind of retconned into the Ender's Game series that just like, I don't like this version anymore. Like, I don't like what this tells me about the original book. And so
Yeah.
I chose just not to acknowledge that.
Yeah, and if you're a Bean fan, so help you, because I was not. I was just, I do feel it will be just like a taste, which makes me think that they're either trying to identify whether there's a continued audience for Life is Strange, or there's another big like Life is Strange game that they're working on, and this is just to kind of preserve it in our
just start pulling you into it.
yeah, keep it in the public consciousness, keep it in the zeitgeist.
The zeitgeist, nice.
Yeah, you always got to stay in the zeitgeist.
Do you think this? I'm gonna pitch you something here. Are we? And this would be a terrible, terrible thing. Are we gonna see the origin of Hela?
Oh my God.
She's gonna run into someone. She's gonna be like, Hela.
It's
That's a great word.
That is far, far up north in Northern California, in the depths of some hipster den, is where that came from, right?
It's gonna be like Rachel's
Oxnard.
word. Rachel will be the one that
I
uses
think
it.
like somebody.
I think you just nailed it.
Yeah, the Hela origin.
I think someone will look at a piece of paper that's on the ground and there's like dirt or something that's covering other letters, so it makes the word hella.
It was originally hello, and it's just like an extra twig fell
Someone's
on.
looking at their
That's horrible.
hella.
Someone on Twitter asked, what did we think of the Darwin Project?
Of the who now?
The Darwin Project. It was the dude with the yellow shirt that was like, meh, 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 and like there was a girl with a bow.
The Shoutcast Team PvP arena game.
God, that like MMO
Overwatch, but not.
with it was like
I assume that's a battle arena.
it's a survival.
Hunger Gamesy.
The guy randomly shouting at me was a little weird.
I liked how it looked.
Yeah, it had a
Visually.
nice animation style, but
Seems like you have a big advantage if you can be invisible.
that one.
If I were ever in a battle arena, I would like to be the invisible one.
See, I would be the invisible one that wouldn't fight. I would just sit invisibly in a corner until one remained, and it would
I
be
think
me.
that's called being a bush.
Oh, then I would be a bush?
The way my brain works, I always like kind of sort games into whether they're games that I privately want to sit down and play at home, and then games that I'm like, this would make a good Let's Play. This would be good for Funhouse. So like stuff like Sea of Thieves, I'm like, I don't know that I'd spend that much time playing a game like this at home. And same with Darwin Project, but I'm like, that'd probably be something that would be good for us, Achievement Hunter, like just to do and especially Sea of Thieves, I think.
I would love to see you guys try and keep a boat afloat.
Yeah, we played Black Wake, and that game's like a little bit jankier too.
Which one is that?
It's still in early access.
You're all like on it's still early access, so it's
on Steam.
It's not fully realized, but like you're all on a pirate ship, and it's
I'm thinking of a different one.
It's
like
got
somebody's captain.
What was the one where there was like a Black Mark Twain? Which game was that?
God, we need to go deeper.
That one.
I love that game. James ruined it for me. That you're all piloting a submarine together.
That's what it was.
And, that was
entertaining
that was
because I
really
feel
fun.
like Sea of Thieves will go something like that.
Yeah, I hope not. But do you do that? Do you look at these games and you're like, 'cause
Absolutely.
Minecraft, Jeff was just like, he was drooling. He was just like,
we've already played.
Meanwhile, Ryan was like, "Why the fuck do I care?" And I was
It's
like,
the
"Don't you play it
Optifine
weekly?"
thing that I've showed him like 1,000 times.
Jeff was seeing the quiche though. He was just looking at
Oh
the
my
numbers. I'm kidding.
There's nothing that can drum life back into Minecraft at this point.
Did you not see that there was a llama wearing a pair of sunglasses?
I think
Ryan?
the llama's already in the game. They just
Oh.
added a skin.
Well, did you not see that it had sunglasses, Ryan?
I don't know about it. Now they've just made it Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
But so you don't look at that and you're like, this is good for Achievement Hunter. This will enhance like our community presence.
No, this means that it's just gonna drag us back to console for Minecraft. Is all it's gonna do. It's like I could already make it look that good on PC.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah, but
you and your PCs.
But that whole like community aspect, is that available? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know anything
well,
about Minecraft.
on PC, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
People can make things and
yeah,
share them. And
okay.
the modded content has been around. Again, that's the other concern I have there is that's entirely not, well, if it's the version that's compatible with those other things, it's not the version that is heavily modded and is the traditional Minecraft experience.
Oh, here. I will.
You're good.
Technical solutions. Did you push the share screen button?
Oh, I think I messed it up. Extend.
Though on the other hand, Minecraft in VR would be fun.
Minecraft in VR sounds really cool.
I've played it a little bit.
Really?
It's definitely an interesting experience to.
Do you actually hit
You
wood?
can. There are certain versions of
cool.
it, yeah. And you can set it so you're not teleporting, but actually walking through the world and things like that.
Really? And can you pick up a block and place it like an Enderman?
I mean, you don't pick it up like this,
Right.
but you have. I mean, it's the same game
Yeah.
essentially. It's just you're navigating it in VR, so you'd select it from the bar and
cool.
put it wherever.
I'm a sucker for simple VR mechanics. Like when I played Bridge Crew, the fact that your hands felt like your hands and it was 1-to-1 is just so cool to me. Like that's what VR is worth it for me, is 1-to-1 movements.
I will say it is definitely makes. I've said definitely 8 times the past few minutes. It makes the experience a little bit more intense again. Minecraft at night, when you're first starting off in that game, is actually a scary thing.
Oh yeah.
Stuff's coming for you. If you don't have a base, it's going to eat you. Things are attacking. And when you're doing that in VR, then they're coming at your face.
Are Minecraft spiders actually frightening?
They're huge, and yes, they're trying to eat you.
I
Right,
don't like
kind
that.
of in the groinal region, too.
Oh, ooh.
They're going for your lower body.
No, stay away.
Spiders are
wasps.
thirsty. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keep those spider nests out of your testes, Brian.
God.
It wants to build a nest down there.
Oh, please stay away.
A nesty in your testes?
Yes.
God.
You're rhyming. That
Little
means
rhyme.
you're 2 or 3 shots in.
Yeah, guess
No
how many shots
comment.
do you have?
Oh.
Are you cheese?
He's lost the
this isn't
ability
math
to
class.
count.
Are you Cheese Master
This
yet?
isn't
God, no.
math class.
It took like hours to get to Cheese Master level.
Oh, okay.
Like that was a slow
Do you think
build
we'll
up.
ever see Cheese Master
No,
again?
God, no. I think honestly, I think that took time off of my life. So I'm never gonna do that.
No
Oh,
Gus
guys.
versus drunk Gus.
No. They asked me to, and I said no.
Was it because of Cheese Master?
Partially.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I not to derail from press conference discussion, but I got like super ripped yesterday, and it was because I had gotten in from Austin Friday night, and like the last time I had eaten solid food was I think like 4 p.m. Pacific on Friday, and then I was just drinking like protein shakes and stuff, and before the EA press conference yesterday, and that was a bad idea.
Oh, no.
That was a terrible idea.
Whoa. Hello, Black
Such a good
Panther.
teaser trailer.
I really want to get James to rant about Dragon Ball at you guys.
Here, want me to go get him?
I can.
If you want to grab your laptop.
Yeah, I can hold this down.
You got it right?
No problem.
Yeah, I got your power. I got you taken care of.
Thanks, man.
Well, so I missed it because I was in the other room. At least, what was your favorite thing? The Microsoft favorite and least favorite thing.
Oh, I had a bunch of favorite. I mean, I think I was definitely most excited for Ori and the Blind Forest, but there were a bunch of kind of smaller games like last night, Artful Escape, Observer, Ashen, Life is Strange. Like those are all kind of the games that I'm most excited about in tune with what I enjoy.
Last night was kind of flying under the radar for me. I really hadn't paid much attention to it, but everything that I saw of it in the stream looked really cool.
Yeah, it blew my mind. It was great. Least interested.
Go ahead.
Probably
Pick an
just
enemy.
it's not because it's a bad game. It's just something that's not in my wheelhouse, and I doubt I will touch is Crackdown 3.
That's too bad. Yeah.
I-
For me,
I
it was
actually
Forza.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to snack shame the Austin offices, but you guys got sweet snacks.
all poison,
Red
though.
Vines, M&Ms. There's an entire jar
That's
full
why
of
it can
Andes
exist here.
mints.
Was there a scoop in the M&M's jar?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You don't just have to go in like
Well, yeah, 'cause
barehanded.
it didn't have a scoop before, and yeah, it was just like a fight for your life situation with that jar.
I was a little bit bummed out because of what I would have liked to do is just like lick my hands and then just like go all in.
Yeah.
At the old Congress office for Rooster Teeth, we had a big bag of all of us. We had a big bag of Costco snack mix with no scoop,
Oh.
and it was just like everyone was just reaching their hand in. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm okay.
Like reaching their hand in, like
Oh,
licking
yeah.
their fingers, and
Yeah, it's
Do
it's okay.
Do you want to sit here?
see
Ash?
the good
No.
snacks can exist
I
here
guess I
because
should go back to the
you
holes.
people are all too good to eat them.
This has been
Live
delightful.
with us forever.
I would love to come
Stay
back.
with us, Charlie, forever and ever and ever.
All right, am I okay to launch this here? All right.
Thanks for having me stop by, you
Bye,
guys.
Elise.
Why do I smell peanut butter?
Oh, she's eating peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, no, you're having a stroke.